When I woke, I could clearly see you colonizers killing me. Good morning, everybody. The system that we live in is doomed. I got to turn that down. I got a copyright hit the other day. See my videos disappear. I got copyright hits. When I woke, the colonizers appeared to me. Boy, the monkeys was hot this morning. I was turning the monkeys up. Ooh, the system that we're living in is doomed, y'all. Do you know the truth? I'm not gonna sing this morning. I'm trying not to, damn it. I can hear it, you can't. Come on, everybody. Oh, we still got the 1871 folks. I want to put some aliens back here. It's Bobby Line Control. Get your monkeys off my back. I was talking about aliens this morning. I was having fun. All right, let me turn that off. I love Mike. Mike Love, man. That man is off the hook. Bobby Line Control. Did y'all see Capitol Building? The Capitol Building looks like the G.I. Joe headquarters. They got all kind of people with monkeys and stuff, with guns and devices, and got their big cannons and stuff. That's how you know. That's how you know. That is not how you install an elected president elected by the people. That's how you install a dictator. That's some dicks coming. All right, anyway, I'm not going to go down that road. I do not want to go. I was just like looking at all of these soldiers like, yeah, this is a good idea. This is a great idea. This is about good ideas is Wockerfeller history. Y'all know what Wockerfeller history is? Wockerfeller. Mama, the Wockerfeller gave me my history school. And they said there's no aliens, there's no free energy, Mama. The Wockerfellers said nothing crashes on Earth. And Nikola Tesla did not know how to make electric motors and levitating crowd, Mama. The Wockerfellers said we got to go to work. I'm sorry. I don't do Rockefeller history, y'all. I don't. I hate it. I might let y'all listen to a little bit of a that was a good podcast this morning. They were just talking about ancient history. They deleted all of it. Just how they went across in the war in Iraq. The first thing we had to do when we got there is start burning up the museums and the soldiers trying to figure out why are we robbing the museum in Iraq? Why are we taking stuff out of Babylon? Babylon control. Mike Love said it. Nah, listen, flying monkeys. I will trust my ancestors every damn day over us colonizers. You know how I'm gonna say us colonizers. Why? Because we stupid. We in Wockerfeller history. John D. Wockerfeller said we have to buy his products, and that's the only way we get to exist on Earth, Mama. Mama, that ain't shit, Mama. That's okay. All right, I'm sorry. I'm done. Did I get a middle finger? Was that a middle finger? No, listen, I love you. Who gave me middle finger? I just think it's funny. I do. I don't know why it's funny. I haven't stirred y'all up in a little bit. I was like, let me stir the monkeys up this morning. Talk about some aliens for a second. I might put an alien with the colonized, these colonizers back here. Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing this? No, I listen. I try to tell you, I trust the ancients over these colonizers all damn day. Listen, all they want is the land. They got to lie about history. Got to burn up everybody's knowledge. I will trust the Native Americans, the Aborigines, the ancient Irelands, the ancient British tribes, the Germanic tribes, the Hopi. I trust all of them over you little colony. Everybody fighting to get money after they go to preschool and learn how to work in the Wockerfellers world to build a world for the Wockerfellers. Come on, Rachel, how you doing this morning? Did you see the Capitol, girl? Going down to the Capitol. Y'all should take pictures. Look like G.I. Joe headquarters. But yes, it's democracy and freedom. They hate us for our freedoms. Do you know that you got a cannon coming out the front of that damn building? What do you expecting? You kids, they get scared of snakes. They're scared of cobras. Cobras is coming, apparently. All right, good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Hey, good morning, Brother Mark. How you doing? Fight fans. Let's move. Let's move. We got to go, brother. It's time to go. Get the free energy, the UFOs, open source society. I was trying to explain that to Brother Paul. I was just like, Paul, you don't understand. Like, it's a distraction. Like, everything is a distraction, people. Everything. And I know aliens, UFOs is the free energy is a distraction. Solar panels distract. All of this stuff is on. Television's a distraction. TV commercials is a distraction. The sugar that they put in all your food that's killing you from the flu, that's a distraction too. But the only thing, see, to me, distraction is a relative word. It's a relative word. Your relatives tell you not to talk about it. No. It's a personal thing. It's a personal thing. I try to tell, listen, brother, I'm an engineer. My mind is an engineering mindset. We got 7 billion monkeys to take care of. How the hell are we going to do that on technology the Wockerfellers give to us? We got to get past Rockefeller history and Rockefeller technology. There can't be any secrets. It's an open source. I don't know why some people don't get that. Some people understand what I'm trying to do and other people don't get it. It's just like, no, you cannot have secrets. That's why we have to get with the mermaid people and the Bigfoot people and the flat earth people and the fairy people and the alien people. Bring everybody together like it shouldn't be no secrets. That's where all the conspiracies come from. People aren't crazy. The government's lying. They have a damn propaganda act. Man, I tell you what, don't make me go down this road. If you come together, they can't have no secrets, y'all. You get that? The only reason you got an oligarchy running the entire world is because we let them have secrets, right? With no secrets, we can build off-grid communities to 7 billion people, and then it can be back on grid. But it cannot be on the technology they give us. So we'll keep fighting with y'all. And that's why the monkeys came for me in that post. Because the conflict is tribalism. That people can't, I gotta be my way. That it, Rockefeller said. Did y'all see the salt car? It's a damn salt. Did y'all? Oh, Lord have mercy. Don't make me bring up. I bring salt car. Somebody made a damn car that runs on salt water. You know, it's a little bit of salt water on the planet. It's a little bit, just a little bit. And one of the brothers got it. And he posted something to the effect of, yeah, and you know, and it's not new technology. Something to that effect. You know, if you don't listen to Rockefeller history, you probably can process that if Nikola Tesla was making electric cars with that other dude, what the other dude did in 1910, Nikola Tesla did it into the 30s and 40s. He was talking about levitating craft and flying stuff and your cell phones and your Wi-Fi, all the stuff that we're just getting today. He told us about in the 40s. So they probably made the damn saltwater car back in the 20s. That's that Rockefeller history. Happy Monday. Lord Monday is always happy. It's always happy, except in Rockefeller world. Some people hate Monday. If you need the National Guard, it means you haven't won anything. Riley, you see, that's the price. That's why you stay in Facebook jail. You're using logic. You're not supposed to use your logic, Riley. You're supposed to pick a team, be stupid, get out there and fight with people instead of, no, let's all come together, stop fighting each other over dumb stuff and say the right thing. If you need thousands of soldiers to do it, it obviously is not popular. Riley, I got a text this morning. I didn't even read it. I couldn't read it. Oh, Lord have mercy. Should I? No, I'm not gonna put this. I should put the person on blast. I'm not. I think I made enough snot bubbles this morning. Just something about, yeah, this is good. Since we blocked Trump from Twitter, fake news on the election is down a certain percentage or something. I was like, you colonizer, get the hell away from me. No, I did respond. All I did, I did the GIF from the movie Black Panther, and it said, colonizer, don't you scare me like that. There is no banning of speech, people. That's insanity. That is literal. They do that to piss people off, to create conflict for martial law. You don't seem to understand. I guess a good thing he's not spreading fake news. I said something this morning, and somebody thought it was interesting. So he quoted me. And I just said, your opposition is all you have to fight your own ignorance. That's all you have. That's all you have. That's why I keep Paul around. I keep the brother. I keep anti-alien monkeys around. We're not anti-alien. We call them anti-ancient knowledge ENs around. The Wockerfeller history dudes. I keep them around too. Your opposition to keep you honest. You got to be honest. And so if there's silencing Donald Aloysius Trump, then me personally, I kind of want to hear what the man got to say. He might say something about aliens. He might say something about Nikola Tesla. He might say something about the damn little Lucky Charms guy. What's his name? Because we don't know anything. We don't know anything. We don't even know the species we came from, the different types of monkeys and marsupials and stuff. All we know is Rockefeller history, people. Please stop fighting for Rockefeller history. Oh, the other Walter. So I love Walter to death. Walter is a deep brother. When we start talking about 1871 and the global families and power, like he's a deep brother, but we lose it with the whole aliens, UFOs. First of all, most of them are Space Force. That's number one. Free energy your government keeps from you, so we can't take 7 billion people off grid. That's the first point. And the second point was, hold on, we get my power straight. There we go. See, I can't even, I got to be on Rockefeller Power just to talk about the Rockefellers. We can't live in this world. It's not sustainable. What did Brother Walker say? I try to, I try to. Stage this. This is not staged, damn it. All right, they're coming for me. Am I back? They're coming for me, the Rockefellers. I'm saying too much truth. The CIA's trying to get me. All right, yeah, I had too much coffee. Good morning, everybody. We're gonna start all over. Yeah, so the aliens shut off the power because I was talking about alien except for people who saw this weekend. Nah, just that he lying. Gerard making essential oils. He forgot to turn off the power. I forgot to turn off the hot plate. I blew a fuse again. Hold on. We'll be back in a second. But that was a good example this weekend when the Matrix reveals to you who you are, what's really going on, you accept it. What is this? In 6 days, StreamYard will lose your account to your Facebook. Oh, I'm probably going back to Facebook jail, baby. What's that? X out of that, damn it. Hang on, look. So this is a good example. We did it this weekend. When the Matrix hiccups, and this was a hiccup, the power hiccuped up, so my laptop shut off. So I'm on my device. You can see the green screen behind me. You can see, oh, damn, things aren't really what they appear to be. Because the frequency changed, the frequency from laptop to cell phone. So you realize that we're not on the right frequency. Something ain't right in the world. Something ain't right. You know, when the frequency shifts and you realize you're not resonating with the right things, like, oh, this ain't right. Something ain't right. You're supposed to act on it, people. Hold on, let me see if I got the Wi-Fi back. If I go back to my green screen world, the fake world I built for y'all, like the Rockefellers. Here we go. Watch this. We going back. We going back to Gerard's world, like the Wockerfellers.
That's the Wockerfeller world, mommy. The Wockerfellers said we gotta go to school and get the degree, and we gotta work very, very hard. And if we do that, then we get to retire. We get to live on Earth, mom. The Wockerfellers.
All right, there we go. All right, let me shut this dude up. Add me in. Add me in. Look at this. Look at this. Up. When the world shows you what really is real, what really is real, believe it. All right, let's get rid of this. Get rid of that Gerard. There we go. Look at that. The fake world is back. Look at that. Wockerfeller world. Great example from this weekend. Now see if I'm smart enough not to do it again. All right, I have too much fun doing this. That's crazy because the power went off and I got to run down 3 flights of steps into the damn basement. Flip the circuit breaker back. So I come back up here and tell y'all your ancestors wouldn't lie to you about reality. All right. All right, this is bad. I know. We only a day from insurrection and the white supremacists coming. All right, that's okay. G.I. Joe gonna take care of it, people. G.I., we got this. All right, they got cannons. They got cannons and M1 Abrams tanks and stuff like that. Lord have mercy. Woo, democracy and freedom for all. Good morning, everybody, for the last time. Can I put an alien on this table? I actually want to do that. All right, am I still getting middle fingers? All right, wait a minute. I got the other Gerard in the studio. No, add to stream. No, I need to kick it. Oh, I'm still on the stream. I'm still recording from. You can't see my screen. Hold on. I didn't hit close on the other screen. Oh, that's why. Right there. Close. Leave. No, not end. That'd be the end of the broadcast, and that would make a whole bunch of people happy. I'm glad that this shite show is over. All right, hang on. I actually wanted to talk a little bit about 1871. Who's that? Tony just texted me. He said, I can come on later today. Oh, Lord have mercy. We're going to have Tony Smith on later today, boy. It's about to get real in this joker. You tell the little kids they need to cover their ears. All right. If I can figure out how do I close up? Close right here. Stop camera. Turn off. There we go. All right. There we go. Now we cooking with some grits. Hold on. There we go. All right. We're back up. We're back to normal. Hey, Lori, how you doing this morning, girl? How you doing? Where my headset at? All right, I'm coming down. So we're going to take Gerard call. See, now do y'all see why I don't smoke weed? This is why I don't. My friends don't understand. Like, yeah, you should smoke weed, and we're going to be the first to smoke some weed and stuff like that. You know? No, I don't need to smoke weed. I'm good. My life is already going through some crazy hoops and jumps and stuff. Let me forget everybody who talk about this. Just don't believe Wockerfeller history, people. Don't do it. Don't believe none of it. Don't believe any of it. Hey, Christine, good morning. Oh, I gotta send you that ancient video from this morning. It was fantastic, Christine. Ancient knowledge been deleted all over the planet. You know, I'm gonna post a link right now because some of y'all ain't gonna watch me, which is fine. Y'all can go away. I love you anyway. Come back tomorrow. If things aren't resonating with you, you gotta go. You gotta go. Don't let me distract you. You got important things to do. I'm probably the only live stream that tell you just go to hell away if it's not resonating. Cause no, seriously, real talk. I don't care how many people are here. You know, all I care about is if what I'm saying is resonating with you, then hang around. Let's have the discussion. If what I'm saying isn't, then go on. Get on like you've been shite on. I love you anyway. Come back when it makes sense. All right, I want to talk about 1871 a little bit, but first, who is this? What was this live stream? I'll post this link. You can go away and watch this. If you still think the Wockerfeller history is real, watch this live stream. Hold on. What is this called? War on Ancient Knowledge, History and Age of Aquarius, Mastermind Discussion, The Decoders of Truth, # Lost Civilization, # Ancient History. Hold on. I'll show it to you while I'm looking at it. # Don't Be Stupid, # Say Grandma. # We Don't Know a Damn Thing, # We All Colonizers, # Grow the Hell Up, # Your Opposition Cures Your Own Ignorance. There we go. Yeah, these brothers right here nailing it. Brother Carson, what is it? # Mastermind Discussions. They've deleted history, people. And this is all over the world. Billy Carlson and Jay Campbell. I'm not familiar with Brother Jay and Matthew LaCroix. If you just, you know, here you go, right here, link right here. There you go. Go on away, watch some important people talk about some important things, or just watch it later. You can hang around. I love you hang around too. All right, there we go. No, I don't know if I want to watch it. It's a little deep. You should watch it, Christine. It's off the charts. A lot of it you know, but a lot don't. You know, we don't. They found a new, there's a new hidden collection that the host, he likens it to the Library of Alexandria, right? So we went around the world and we stole ancient history because the ancient history, it's freeing of people who don't know their history are doomed to repeat it. So when the whole world was colonized, they deleted all of our knowledge, right? All over Europe, all over Africa, all over the Middle East, all over Australia, all over North America, South America. They deleted all of it. Why? To keep us stupid, to get this right here, to get this right here, to get this flying monkey fight, to get people to argue over things that don't matter, right? Why would I, all right, I'm gonna stop there because I don't want to do aliens today. We're gonna do aliens today. You keep pushing me. Don't push me. I do it. Anyway, it's a good video. Ancient history. Colonizers must take away your ability to grow food. They must take away your understanding of why land is important, why you need ecosystems, why you need to pass down the knowledge. The longest running clinical trial, natural trial, biological trial, and everything trial study, an esoteric trial study, has been done for 5,000 years. Hold on. Whoa, got to get that cuckoo out. All right. For thousands of years, our ancestors have been handing down what's important. And now the Wockerfeller world has to delete all of that. That's the only way they maintain control. Knowledge is power, and they can remove that power. They get flying monkeys to fight on my feet about aliens and UFOs and free energy and open source. It's just weird. It's like Brother Walter, he posted something. It's just weird to me. He's usually the first one around. I'm just like, but dude, like, don't you see whose side you're fighting on when it comes to this topic? When we say we need an open source world where we need no secrets in government, no black budget projects, we got starving people and homeless people, and we off-gridding is a fight because we're doing it on like 100-year-old solar panels. Like, it's crazy. Like, aren't you getting like whose side that you're fighting on? You know, I'm not saying you should believe the ancients or your ancestors. I'm not saying you should believe what your ancestors handed down was true. I'm just saying you might want to consider the idea that your parents don't hand you lies because they know it'll get you killed. So your grandparents don't hand you lies because they know it's going to get you killed. So your great-grandparents won't hand down lies because they hand down what's most important. And ancients all over this planet said that the world is a lie. Please post a link for the video. I did, Ivan. Didn't I just post it? Am I losing my mind? Yeah, Gerard, you lost that. Yeah, I probably did. Living in Rockefeller world, you're not supposed to have a mind that resonates with Rockefellerians. You're not supposed to resonate with Rockefeller history. You're supposed to be opposite of that. That's supposed to be static. Like, who did that post? Susan. Hang on. Susan did a post this morning about, you know, how crazy you look to your family and people when you talk about spirituality and stuff. You know what? I'll post it later. You can look at it. But the people are supposed to look like you're crazy, right? You're not supposed to resonate with low vibes, right? You're vibing high. If you're on the right frequency, then people on the lower frequency, you must look like a crazy nut job to them. If you look like you're normal and you're heading in the right direction and you're gonna be successful, then you're resonating wrong. You shouldn't resonate with anyone in Rockefeller world. Less and less you should resonate with people who believe in conflict-based systems, right? Anyway, join the YouTube people. Oh, is everybody going to YouTube? Oh, Lord have mercy. Look at all these people on YouTube. What happened? Hey, Christine, who stays at Revolt? Well, y'all going over to YouTube? Hey, look at that. Hey, Crystal on over there. Yep, dictator. If you gonna roll out some dicks and take to people, you're gonna need a military to do that, Crystal. Why is everybody on YouTube? Y'all mad at Facebook? Sorry, couldn't. We know. I got that new boyfriend. All that good loving, good vibes. So sweet. You gotta have great vibes everywhere you go, Christine. Everywhere you go. Now in Belgium, we need to pay twice for solar energy. So there we go. Exactly, Christine. And people don't know any better. They don't know any better. They still think a balloon crashed at Roswell. Like, there was a balloon. No, it was somebody else's technology. All right. And there's a lot of masking and cover-ups and anything they can do to make sure they keep all the gold, they keep all the oil, they keep all the land, and they keep everybody in conflict with each other. That's no different than them making races to steal the land in Maryland and Virginia. We dealt with that history. Right? They have to lie to us about anything that will free us. We are on a global slave plantation. And here the bastards right here. I was thinking about it this morning. Well, no, that's the wrong bastards. That's, I mean, those are bastards, don't get me wrong, but that's the wrong bastard. That's not 1871. That's the lie. That's the Emancipation Proclamation. That's that lie. We did that lie this weekend. One thing about history I love that's not Rockefeller history. Well, it came from Rockefeller history, but you only know it if you piece the dates together. That somebody do a fact check on me for when the East India Trading Company closed up. The East India Trading Company closed up just prior to what was it? Was it the Act of 1871 or the founding of America? I forgot which one. And within years of it closing up, billions of dollars magically came out of the air to establish the United States Incorporated in 1871. I don't do coincidences, but y'all. And then magically now we have another corporation called United States Incorporated that is literally doing the same exact thing that the East India Trading Company did to the Indians, to India, and all throughout the region. Enslavement, stealing resources, creating groups and races to get everybody in conflict. And I'm still discombobbled about this idea that we now are three races at least. We were all one human race. That bothers me a little bit. You know, I don't know what to tell you. You've already got the DNA enhancement, but it didn't go well. They when they create multiple races of humans, bad things happen. You've got organic humans that their DNA is going in one direction. You got Moderna humans that DNA is heading in another direction. And now you got Pfizer humans, Pfizerians, Modernians, and Organicians. That's a war. That's a war coming. That's a stupid war, but that's a war coming. All right, you need to pay for solar, which is stupid, Christine. Every human being on this planet deserves energy. Hey, happy Monday. It is a happy Monday, Jill Johnstone. Congratulations, girl. I don't want to put you on blast. Congratulations. You months away from the secret sauce and the spirits. That's worth the congratulations. That's fantastic. You know, everything is good in balance. And I don't know if you had an imbalance or not, but I saw your posts. That's a wonderful, awesome thing that you slayed perhaps a demon that was coming after you in the secret sauce and the spirits. We all do that. We all partake too much in sugar. Don't let anybody talk bad to you because we got a whole world to eat too much damn sugar. And now the common cold is killing everybody. Anyway, everything we know is what somebody else told. Robert, see, this is why I follow. If y'all, I say it every day. I know I say it. If y'all don't follow Brother Robert, you should follow Brother Robert. It's all a lie. And everything we got from somebody else. You know, Robert, you still got people that
cite your sources. Cite your sources. Prove it. I seen evidence. The Rockefellers didn't tell me about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Say that again, loud again.
The Rockefellers didn't tell me about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Now say that one more time. Who is John D. Rockefeller and what did he do? Everything we know has been handed to us. I think, you know what, Robert, I was thinking about this morning. The only thing we got is our critical thought, a little bit of truthful kind of ish things, and hypotheses. And that's all we can do. We all are just making hypotheses. Do I believe in fairies? No, I don't. I want to, Robert, but I haven't seen enough things in Rockefeller world to make me think that that's true, even using my critical thought. But if you take me to string theory, then yeah, I don't know, might be kind of. This is a hypothesis. What do I know? I'm not going to use my Rockefeller knowledge to go combat with somebody else who's enslaved over their Rockefeller knowledge. That's just crazy. Anyway, keep pooping those pills and you'll turn into a new age monkey. Yep. If you eat their food, Riley, you're going to need their drugs. You need their drugs. They eventually going to make you into a new race called the Modernians. I hate that name. There's no way. I'm fighting the Modernians. I don't know. Yeah, that's a weird name. I don't like how that sounds at all. Pfizerians actually sounds kind of sexy. Is it a little bit, Riley? I don't want to be one, but we're going to start the war. It's going to be with the Modernians first because that just sounds stupid. I'm a Modernian. Okay. All right. Well, you know, listen, please don't make it. Mamas don't let the babies grow up to be cowboys, Modernians, or Pfizerians. And those are the only ones I can think about. There's a bunch of others around the world because Putin got his too. He's making his own race of humans from Russia. I don't know the name of the company. They got them too. It's not just America, not just Americans. Everybody's changing into new races, getting their DNA going off into a new synthetic direction. I don't think that ends well, but that's just me. That's just me. Wockerfeller. All right, let me turn this off. Hang on. Ooh, these brothers right here. Boo, 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 boo. I had to go out and come back on Facebook. Yeah, hell, that's proud of me. I was playing my essential oils earlier. Did the power go out again? Yeah, it did, right? That's exactly what happened. You was watching this weekend. Yeah, listen, you know, we shouldn't live in this world, but we do. Overlord, the power of grid making essential oils again. Well, Pat, and this is a good thing why this happened, because like while I'm talking about aliens and UFOs and 1871 and the East India Trading Company and Rockefeller history, while all of this happened in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, damn it, when I make the new panel for the new panel that I just got delivered last week, I need to make sure that that panel off grid can handle the hot place I need so it won't cause other power problems, right? Power is free. The fact that they have fuses to regulate how much power goes over in line is ignorance. Power is free. You can pull it out there. Nikola Tesla told you about that. Technical problems. Yeah, Christine, it was a technical problem the first time. The second time, it was a monkey problem. The third time, it was a monkey problem. The third, it was ID10. It was an ID10 error. Y'all, IT people here, ID10. If you write it down, ID10 error. Spells idiot. That's how we geeks used to laugh about everybody. Keep freezing. Let me get past that. He was Zuckered. That's what I was going to say, Wallace, but I decided I'll be honest with people. I'm like, they're trying to come get me. Share my video. Oh, my God. All right. I'm sorry. I can't stop laughing. Stop it, Gerard. Damn it. All right. The weirdest go-to technical difficulty screen ever. Yeah, it's me on a green screen. You can see the lie. Like in this right now, the fact that Washington looked like a G.I. Joe Air Force base should tell that should be a green screen. That should be a green. Who said that? Who said that? Pat, that's a green screen. We can sit here and talk. What are the green screens? What are the green screens that show the glitches in the matrix so something is wrong? If you need 20,000 people with guns to bring in the new popular person that's going to rule a corporation that's been blown up the planet, obviously that's something is wrong. That's a green screen. If you need to take somebody who you say is stupid and ignorant and been saying stupid and ignorant things for the last 4 years, but your stupid and ignorant people for the 4 years before that was saying important, smart, and intelligent things. And the things that he says so stupid, ignorant, and unintelligent that you got to take him off of multiple platforms that he can't speak. That's a green screen. Something is wrong with that. I'm upset with y'all for making Donald Trump look good. Yeah, well, y'all not make him look good, but y'all are certainly not making yourselves look right. That's a green screen. We got a whole bunch of green screens, right? When people don't read the law, that's a huge green screen. They vote for legislators, but they don't read the laws. And the legislators don't even read the laws. Damn it, is that a green screen? That's a huge green screen. We know that, yeah, this isn't real. Something's wrong with this. But I was thinking about the law this morning. I don't think the law was our idea. This is going to go right back into aliens. I think the law was an alien idea. I do. I think there are rules for everything. And I think there's a contractual thing throughout the universe. And the only way the aliens let us abuse us, the monkeys abuse the other monkeys, we all consent to and agree with it. And so if how the world works, the rules of the game are in the instruction manual, you can't ever play with men because men never read instruction manuals. We don't. See, I had said that a long time ago. My only issue with women is they're doing their best to implement Rockefeller men. They're trying to become Rockefeller men. You don't want to become Rockefeller anything, but don't implement what men do. Men do not read the instructions. When we get games, we sit down and play the games. When we get like bikes and furniture, houses and stuff, we don't read the manuals. We just get and start pushing some buttons, put some screws and screw this and tap on that, and we're done. And there's parts laying everywhere. And that's why the world don't work now. And so now we're not reading instruction manuals. Women mimic that when we need to have that patriarchal thing going on. Like, no, y'all, we need to read these instructions. Because women, they always hold stuff up. You get that video game, you want to play they're board games. Well, let's play the card game. Let's play. No, the woman's always a woman in the back. Like, no, let's read the instructions. We got to know how to play. Got to know the rules. And so, you see what I'm saying on that? And that's just my perception. That's what I saw. Like, dang, women always messing stuff up. Y'all always slowing stuff down. But maybe if we read the law, we understand the rules of where we are. All right, anyway. So technical difficulties. Yeah, when you see your world is not the way you were given in Rockefeller, grade school, Pat Hauser, then obviously there's a problem. When a new inventor makes a car, which came from probably an old invention from 100 years ago that works on salt water, that's a green screen. Lots of laughter. Gerard that's the flip. Yeah, you know what, Robert Walker, go to hell. No, I love you, brother. I know you're going to heaven. He got it. Everybody else was guessing. He got it right off. He's like, nope, I know it was an idiot error. I know what happened. He got bugged. Oh my God, y'all still talking about? Let me get down. Start now. I can't start now. Paul, I was shut off. The people in the black helicopters was coming to get me. Lots of laughter, Gerard, in the stop motion. Oh, was I frozen? Oh Lord. Was it one of the bad faces? Pat, I'm like the only one online, or maybe I'm not. It's when like your screen freezes, you other live streamers. Isn't it like when you making some like real dumb face or something? Every time it pauses or Facebook picks the stop frame for the video, it's always something dumb. It's like somebody at Facebook is just sitting back there like, yeah, we're going to stop it right there. There you go. That's the one. All right. It probably was a little dumb screen. All right. Whoo, you mean you've been using green screen all this time? No, no, Song Renee, I have not. The world, democracy is for justice and freedom for all, and it's for coast to coast love, and to make sure everybody got food. Democracy is a system that is good for everybody. We need to fight and defend our democracy, and it works so well, we need to give it to everybody else in the world. You understand what I'm saying on that? It's not shit, Song Renee. Is that democracy is not shit. The United States Incorporated is not shit. Having 240 million people, or is it 310, 20 million? I don't know, because people ran over the border in the country now. And being ruled by a corporation whose borders are inside Washington, D.C. is probably a bad idea. And then having them take the governments of the other corporations or the other governments and made them into corporations also to create these allies for NATO is a bad idea. And then have them enslave the rest of the planet. That's a bad idea too. And it's all a green screen, Song Renee, in that example. It's all a green screen. The whole world is a lie. We don't know enough to fight it with anybody over nothing. That's why, and I apologize to Paul and Walter. Yes, that post is for you. I just did that just to get under your panties. That's all. It was the voices. It probably was. I don't remember my post. It was just about aliens, something about aliens. I don't know. I just sit back and I'm just thinking, dang it, I stirred that Kool-Aid a little bit. Let me stir that pot a little bit. I think people starting to think that they're the only people in the universe again. Hold on, where's that post? I'm sure it's Yeah, no, I just that's just me. I don't think that the ancestors would lie to us about anything important. They told us what was food and we stopped eating it. They told us how to live and we stopped doing it. They told us that we need to be free, and then we gave that up. And they told us that the sky gods came down, and they handed it down. They told us that they were gods. I think they got that part wrong. It came from the sky, and then they created religion. But we'll leave that where it is. Where is it? Right here. There you go. I'll just put it another way. I trust everything our ancestors told us about aliens. I trust nothing we colonizers say until it's proven, or they give up their career or their life to tell us. That's what I believe. That's what I believe in conflict-based societies. That if you are willing to give up your root need, which is money and your bank account, your savings, your career, that resume, then I think you got something to say. All right, Gerard, wish this green screen. There's a new one, Ivana. I don't have the power for it though. There's a new green screen. It's a software technology. I'm not using it though. I'm using the old tech green screen and some lights. Hey, darling, good morning. On the 21st Simpsons prediction is apocalypse. I think the Simpsons got a lot right now, Riley Nichols. I think that we all have a whole lot right. I think that we all tap into that source, that Akashic record. And so while I appreciate that live stream that I posted earlier, from Billy Carson and the crew, they do delete, history all over. Like they went into ISIS and ISIL and how they're hired and they're paid to go blow up structures and destroy statues and things all over ancient Mesopotamia, Iraq. They went through all of that, and it was a beautiful thing. I forgot my train of thought. But that is a green screen. That is absolutely a green screen. But right about the Simpsons. Well, I think that while they deleted all of that, Riley, I think that you still can tap into it. I think that, there is DNA memory that's handed down generation to generation. There is that Akashic record, that thing. We are frequencies. We can tap into whatever that is. Most of us don't know how, but we can. And I think, who wrote The Simpsons? I forgot his name, but I think people in Hollywood and authors, they tap into it. I think y'all tap into it. I think every night y'all go to sleep, y'all see something and you learn something that you're supposed to come here and tell us. That's what I think. That's why I'm not for like banning speech and banning Trump. I'd say the same thing if y'all try to ban Jive and Bowden. It has nothing to do with Donald Trump. Like, yeah, I'm a Trump supporter. No, I'm not. But damn it, you block him, then he might have something important to say. If the colonizers block him, then yeah, he might have something important to say. Yeah, Matt Groening, thank you. Heather and Pat. And so what I kind of think though is, so one, 7 billion monkeys go to sleep every night and they wake up with something important for this world. So you shouldn't be blocking and deleting and banning anybody. That argument about the whole, guys, Twitter's a private platform, it's a Facebook, the private, you know, and then Claudia had a good post this morning. They said, yeah, and the restaurant owners are like, oh yeah, so it's private, they can do anything they want, huh? Yeah, so I can piss in your food. I don't have to have a wash hand signs in front of the bathroom. No, we got those regulations for restaurants. Why? Because they're doing something that might hurt people. We don't want them to do something that will hurt people. Silencing people creates revolutions. When you take away a person's voice to not voice their opinion and they got 80 million followers, that's one of the dumbest things you can do to stir up violence. That's why they do it. They do it because they want a violent reaction. Something isn't right. You are right. Something ain't right, Heather. No, something ain't right in the world. Now when you see green screens on all sides everywhere, the world's all wrong. The world is all wrong, darling. It's a Wockerfeller world. It needs to go away. It might be an Elmo voice, Heather, because I'm a father and I'm supposed to be corny. That's just what kids do to you. I knew you had a clone. Oh, okay. That's when I was on double screen. All right, let's get down. Let's get down. This is how magic is done. Yep. And magic is, you can call an economy magic, song Renee. An economy is magic. Television is magic. Radio is magic. People who read the King's Bulletin and believes it is magical. The idea that the news is real is people who believe in magic. And their song, uh-oh, it's magic, from the 80s. When I look at you, or something like that. Uh-oh, it's magic. It is magic, and people still believe it. I can't believe people over the age of 5 still believe this damn television. Guess what I heard on the news? Please don't tell me. I don't need any of that resonate. I don't resonate with anything on the news. I watch the news to know where not to stand. Where not to be. I was tempted to look at the news this morning. Y'all want to look at the news, see if anything is important on RT. I don't want to watch it, but I want to see the headlines. I need to know where not to be. Like I heard on the news that, yeah, you know what, you can take that and put that somewhere. Oh, Lord have mercy. Now we having power problems. We're having all kind of problems this morning. I got my battery warning. Hold on. I get my laptop charging again. This might be a quick video. Uh-oh. What's going on? There we go. All right, we charging again. And I actually I did a crap solder job. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all think I make this stuff up? I don't get my soldering iron right there. I soldered it yesterday. And I didn't do a good solder job when I did a crap job. See, now here's the problem. Here's the problem. And I can't show you, but that's fine. I did a crap solder job, but I got it in the right position. So it's working, but you can see the green screen is leaking through right here. Right? And so right now, this is where we are in the world, right? The Act of 1871 is online. People realize that they don't have a government, they got a corporation. So now you see there's a green screen and they can't fix things back yet because the cuckoo virus shut down the whole world and the world's billionaires are fighting over control. In this moment, we can show people that the world is bullshizzle. You know, the Pentagon is telling UFOs are flying around and they're aliens. If the Pentagon tells you that, then it's a guarantee it's Space Force technology. They don't want to share with you because they need you to go to work and pay your taxes. And eventually we're going to get this fixed, right? Because as soon as this charger, the charging thing gets up to about 20%, I'm going to fix the screen and we're going to get back to new normal. Do y'all understand that example? There's a problem right now. I got to reset the currency, and until things are really ready to go and people are willing to take in a new credit score and get the micro gel and nanoparticles and become 3 or 4 or 5 different species that the corporations will make with these mRNA shots, we can't reboot. We can't give them a new currency. They're not ready. We haven't broken their spirit yet. All right. Damn voices, Jesse Lane. I got a whole bunch of voices. That's another thing comes around being a parent. I got to make a bunch of crazy, silly voices to put these little monsters to bed at night. And they kind of stick with you. From high yellow to sexy chocolate in one techie swoop. High yellow to sexy chocolate. Yeah, that was Coming to America. Breaker. We have a what the fella in the basement. Yeah, Wallace, you were here this weekend. You did see it. Yeah, you saw my faux pas. That's French. Faux pas. You saw my faux pas this weekend. Isn't that weird? Does that happen to anybody else? A language you haven't spoken in a long time, and all of a sudden it just pops up in your head. The human brain is weird. I used to speak French. Well, I got up to French 3. Faux pas. means a mistake in French. Faux pas. All right. And it's just weird. Does anybody, I forgot how that works. Like in your born language, if you are born, say, in the Philippines and you speak Tagalog and you move to the United States or somewhere, and you speak English most of your life at that point, and you forget Tagalog, what are you thinking? Somebody here will know that answer. I'm just curious, like when you think, are you thinking in Tagalog or do you think in English? It's a question. I'm thinking about something else. I'm always thinking about something. Me wondering what the F is in my morning tea. Voice in the stereo. Jonathan Close, put a astragalus root in there. Put a astragalus root in there and you'll live forever. According to the ancients in China from 5,000 years ago, but Wockerfeller medicine did not want us to know that the compound they call TA65 in the root system of the astragalus membrananus plant, the plant that was eaten by that dude that lived to be, they said, 500 years in China, used to eat. And now that company is bottling that TA65 and selling that online. So yeah, put a little astragalus in there. Somebody jacked us up in history. And that was in that podcast from earlier this morning as well, where they talked about how we were changed. So we die by 120. We used to live a lot longer than that. And there's another good piece of non-Wockerfeller history, which was the King's Records. The King's Records from Sumeria and the King's Records from Egypt. And I believe somebody mentioned Aztecs. Not sure how true that is. But they had kings that lived for thousands of years. Look, go back to the scriptures in the Bible. Mesopotamia, now they talked about how people lived for, Methuselah lived to be 800. Put a little astragalus root in there. All right, I now mostly think in English, my second language. That's weird, Ivana. So mostly, so you're thinking both. That's weird. It's not weird, it's interesting. But I think about things like that. Democracy is a lie. Yes, it is. It's just gang violence, Riley. That's all it is. It's just gang violence. It's just people getting together, getting more people than the other people, and they decide to abuse them and gang rape them. That's why I got nothing to do with politics. It's mob violence. That's why they got a damn HISS tank in front of the Capitol building. Y'all know what a HISS tank is? Boys do. They know what a HISS tank is. Oh, they got a HISS tank, right? That's a Cobra tank. Because they're not the good guys. They're trying to tell you what the hell is that, Jimmy? They're trying to tell you it's G.I. Joe and they're defending democracy and freedom. But yeah, they are defending democracy. Showing them not no damn freedom. Jimmy, what the hell is that? You trying to get us banned here? Look at this. Look at that. That's writing, right? It's pagan writing. Y'all see that? Oh, that's pagan. That's pagan writing. You gonna get us deleted here? No, they don't like that. Ooh, I'm not even sure what it says, Jimmy. Are you a robot? Overloaded circuit. Yeah, there you go, Paul. Paul was here this weekend. You got that. Just listening, migraine from hell. Love y'all. Ooh, Darlene, water. Lots of water. That's another thing Rockefeller medicine didn't teach. Water. Most headaches are a lack of hydration. Blew my mind when I figured that out, Darlene. That's crazy. I've had headaches my entire life, and the damn Rockefellers wouldn't tell me that it's just because I'm lack of hydrated. I needed something called Tylenol. I needed a cure. That also epigenetically changes DNA, but we won't touch that because that DNA, that epigenetics flips that back. That's not like that becoming a new race being injected with mRNA. That's a whole different discussion. But it's crazy what they've hidden, Darlene. I like what the sister said this weekend. Hang on, what is her name? The doctor said. I posted, she had a quote, something to the effect of it is a crime against humanity to silence doctors. What is her name? See if somebody else gets to before I do it. She was one of the doctors that they silenced also, right? If they can silence the doctors, then hell yeah, they can silence the president. You know, that's the amount of power they have. Hang on. She said it's a crime against humanity to silence doctors. And it is. I mean, it's a crime against a human to silence one human. But you silence your doctors, your healers, your herbalists, the people who are here to help people, the people who resonate on the free. Oh, there you go. Damn it, Christine, look at you on the spot. Oh, Christine Patrick. Dr. Simone Gold. Look at you. What you drinking this morning, Kristen? Christine Patrick, she already got it. This is what my screen looks like right here. She already got, look at that. She nailed it. This is what I watch. This is how I watch y'all's new post right there. Look at that. Christine nailed it. Damn it, you get the prize, Kristen. You get the prize. You don't get nothing, but you get it's surprise. You get the prize. That's a surprise. That's the prize you get. But thank you for that. Dr. Simone Gold. And what you got to do is look her up. Because obviously you can't post her videos because she's helping people. You need to look her up. She has a lot to say, and she's getting deeper the more she says, right? But it's a crime against humanity. If people are sitting here to save grandma and they're not allowed to have their own channels on a platform, obviously the people on the platform are not there to help. All right, so the migraines, drink lots of water, natural. We got to get back to the natural world. We got to get back to natural health and medicine. That's another thing Paul Brady is good on. We don't disagree. We disagree on the aliens, brother. We disagree what the Native American said versus what you think. We disagree. But Paul is good when it comes to herbs, right? Paul knows a whole lot about herbs. We talked about doing maybe a live stream on some herbalism stuff. But that's why I don't do conflict. That's why I don't do it. Because a lot of people have a lot of things to teach you. And if you're not open to learning, bad things will happen. All right, let me skip down the comments. That's why I won't silence people. That's why I don't block people. That's why I don't pull what y'all pulled on Donald Trump. I won't do it. If y'all pulled on driving Bowden, I'm going to be upset. Y'all know I don't get down with Black Lives Matter or White Lives Matter. But if y'all try to silence them, then I need to hear what they got to say. If they start silencing the head people of Black Lives Matter who are part of the Democratic Party and just funnel money up to them, if they start to silence them, then hey, damn it, I need to hear what they got to say. Now they're saying something that's important. And it'll probably be, we realize that this is a conflict-based group, a group conflict-based system. And we're going to stop fighting with white people. We're going to stop fighting for just Black lives. We're going to fight for all lives because we realize that Daryl Davis was correct. The only way you get rid of racism is to love it out. We realized that Fred Hampton was correct, who used to be a Black party, who started working with the Ku Klux Klan because he realized that they were being played against each other. They're playing, was it two sides against the middle? They were tired of being rope-a-dopes. And if the head of Black Lives Matter ever says that, they will shut them up. They'll silence them. Why? Because it'll work. They have too much power now. They've been given $100 million and they can actually make a difference. But that's what if people from within Black Lives Matter want to do it, go do it. But what I'm saying has nothing to do with Trump. Yeah, Trump's a supporter. No, it doesn't. Yeah, if you are killing people and dropping buildings on babies and you don't want somebody to talk, then I need to hear what they got to say. All right. Who was that said smart MFers always look like crazy MFers to stupid MFers? Yep, exactly. That's my point, Pat. And in some places you resonate with people on certain frequencies, and other places you don't, and that's okay. That's okay. I'm not trying to make people believe in aliens. That's stupid. Damn, you know how many aliens there are? I don't think they exist. I think you live in an ecosystem. I think for every grain of sand on the planet, it's probably a whole billion other species of aliens. We just live in a massive ecosystem. We just think we're the smartest thing that since rice. But I don't want you to believe that. I'd love it if your mind open, you realize you're not as important as you think you are, and be open-minded. But if you don't resonate with that, you shouldn't. And so, and my point with that, Pat, is we should look like crazy people to insane people. People who are insane and are still supporting this colonized world, who don't want to build a world that works for everybody. These people should see us crazy as hell. They should say things like, oh, you believe in utopia. You're a utopian. It's like, no, I just don't believe in killing and murdering people and stealing their resources so you can live in McMansion and fight climate change. I don't believe that you should be allowed to drive, a vehicle that just is spewing out the vapors from the blood oil that the Rockefellers enslaved the entire world to. Hey, Lori, look at you on over YouTube. So what happened on Facebook this morning? Why y'all mad at Zuckerberg? What do you do? You did something bad? How come everybody's going over there? Facebook is where the cool kids hang out. Yeah, for the moment, Robert, not soon. That's where they're going. That's when they get the list for the first people to go in the FEMA camp. They cool at first. They're not going to be cool when it's like a F Troop Hogan's Heroes thing happening, and we're the first ones they march over there. No. Eventually, these all got to go away. Oh, good. And that's another one. They got rid of the platform parlor. There's a green screen for you. There's a hint. If they got a whole platform full of people saying stuff that they don't want you to hear, I kind of think I need to hear. Where can I go? How can I support you, Trump people? My Trump friends around? How do I support y'all? Does he have somewhere else where he speaks? Does he have a website, Trump.com? Is there a Trump.net? I'm curious. I am curious. I'm not sure I'll believe what I hear, but I'm curious. If Jive, once again, if Jive and Bowden, if he, I don't say if he lost because you're not allowed to speak about who actually won, but we won't go there. I just say if he had a website and the colonized didn't want him to speak, I'd be thinking, damn it, he can switch sides. He can figure something out. You about to tell us something important. What is that? How does that saying go? I think it applies. Something about who you don't, who you can't criticize, what you can't criticize. That's what oppresses you. Right? So if the state can criticize Donald Trump, obviously he's not oppressing you. But then there's a lot of other stuff going on. Doesn't mean what he's saying is true, but I think it does mean that there's a narrative that's playing out. And it could just be they just want some sort of a conflict. They've been building up this idea with the barbarian that the white supremacists are coming. Maybe they need to get a reaction from that side. So if they shut off the voice of the leader that they trust, then it'll get them to do something that they can use for more false flag stuff to get more G.I. Joe tanks down in the Capitol. All right. The people lost. Wait a minute. The people lost. That's all I know. Song Renee, we did not lose. Hashtag that's fake news, Song Renee. We didn't lose. We still here. As long as I draw breath. Who said that? That famous quote, little man with an axe. As long as I draw breath. You know? A whole bunch of breath just came out. No, as long as we're here, we didn't lose. We absolutely did not lose. Look up the Salty Cracker on YouTube. I think, hold on, Jeannie, damn it, is that racist? That might be racist. Hold on. Is that from that's from South Park, isn't it? Isn't it the Salty? Oh Lord have mercy. No, that is racist. What is somebody? Yeah, Pat Hauser's commenting on it. It's racist. Anytime you see Pat Hauser, look, because she don't do sensitivity. Anytime you see Pat Hauser, she chime in right away. He's awesome. Lots of laughter. It means he either talks about Michelle Dingling or it's probably racist. What's sad face? What happened? Hold on. Somebody, what happened? They ran over your cat, your dog, somebody stole your dog. What happened? Who's that? Sad face. Hit sad face again so I can see who you are. What happened? Am I supposed to be sad about something? Should I be sad? Oh, is that the happy face now? Did you do that? Gimli, there you go, Brother Mark. You got it. Gimli the dwarf. Yeah, I'm not sad about nothing. Because tomorrow things are going to go bad. Oh my God, what's going to happen tomorrow? Number one, do not ask me what's going to happen tomorrow. Do I look like I know what the hell is going on? Just look at me. Do I look like the people who run the world, the Rockefellers and people behind all of this bullshit? Do I look like they know me? They don't even know me. I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know why people ask me that. What do you think's going to happen tomorrow? I don't know. It's what they want to happen. What's going to happen tomorrow is the same thing that happened on the 6th, was the same thing that happened on was November 2nd, the same thing that happened way back in 1871 and on Jekyll Island in 1913. What's going to happen is what they paid for to happen. That's what's going to happen. So whatever happens tomorrow, that happens. But we might lose America. Okay. Bye. See ya. We gone. I'm going to wave at everybody. But my last image to my friends in other countries that don't end up being destroyed by the Russians and Chinese are invading. It's like one side thinks like the white supremacists are going to invade and destroy everything. And the other side, they actually got a theory that China and Russia are about to invade. And I'm just sitting back like, yeah, okay. I don't want that to be my last image to the world. In case some little the hate line continues somewhere on the planet. Like, yeah, no, there's one of them. He figured it out. He wasn't stupid. It's just the Rothschilds and Rockefellers collapsing America. Yeah, Wallace. If we lose America, we just lose America. I don't think I'm gonna feel much, Wallace. I'm in America. We lose America, I'm not really gonna care too much, like we supposed to. That's karma, right? I think about it like from that perspective, and this is what spirituality would do for you, people. Oh, I can fix the green screen now. Hold on. Spirituality will take away this bullshit that's got you worried about stuff. It's called faith. That evidence of stuff not seen, and then delete most of it from the books and the scriptures. All right, now I got to turn my laptop. Hold on, I'm gonna go back to that fake world. I'm gonna give you the new normal. Make you think I'm on I'm actually sitting at the table with the killers, but I can't mess up the shoddy soldering job I did. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Boom, new normal. Look at that. Y'all got your digital credit scores. Everybody just got cured. We're gonna bring back up the fake world. Never go to the psychopaths that made the old unsustainable world, old normal, where human trafficking and killing was the basis. Group conflict and the isms were required by the system, and have them create a new normal. Let me get rid of that little green fuzz. Hold on. Look at that. Boom. Pristine. I just wrote some laws. Now, new normal. Wait, you know what? Hang on. I can change the new normal. I'm gonna make the new normal because I got color to me, and it's obvious I'm not here because I got some color. I'm just trying to take my color out. This is how they make your world, people. This is exactly what they do. Hang on. No, I don't want to disappear. I'm gonna change my color. Look, hang on. Make a new word. Write the law. Change the law. Put in some piggy ears. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Some more conflict. Hide some UFO technology. Yeah, convince you that they weren't making gravitate. Look, I'm almost. That's about the right color. Look at that. I fit right in. Damn it. Let me get on the table. Hold on. Here's what I do. Here's what I do. I'm at slavery though. Look at that. Look, look. I can be in the chair. Hang on. No, no. Hang on. There we go. There we go. There we go. I'm with the look. Look at that. Look at that. White privilege. Look at that. I'm privileged with everybody else. Look at this. Look at this. Bam. Now right here. I'm gonna play with Abe Lincoln's ear. Look at that. Good Lord. The end of the world should not be this funny. Look at this. Look at this. I fit in, don't I? Look at it. Got one brother with everybody. That's okay. They slaves too, y'all. Like, people like, yeah, he's over there with the white privilege. Listen, the only privilege we got on this planet, the people that ain't playing in this game. All right. The people not in the Coliseum, they the 1%, they're slaves just like we are. All right. I like this. Ooh, good Lord. Look at this. I look like I got some money, don't I? Although, to be honest, like if I was really back in this picture, I had to have a hat on. Like, sir, would you like some Kool-Aid? Is the tea warm enough for you? Would you like some more ice in it? All right, I'm done. Well, honestly, because this right here, you might laugh at that. Is this what you needs me to do? Okay. I'm saving it. I can believe I'll be back in 5 minutes. Make sure y'all teas is nice and warm. And you think that's bad, and like, oh my God, that's racist. Where my face diaper at? This is my face diaper. Put my face diaper on for y'all. Is it safe now, boss? Can I take my mask off? Can I invite people to my house? Thanksgiving. All right, let me stop. I want to show you a little piece of this. All right, I know I take it too far. Sometimes you got to do that, man. You just have to have fun, people. Come on. Everybody enslaved everybody. That's just wrong in slavery. Like, yeah, you need to look up the Corsair pirates and realize we took over 1 million white folk from Ireland and Britain, and then the British people got upset. They didn't like that, so they created the ships, armadas. And the next thing you know, the whole world got colonized, and we blame them for colonizing, but we enslaved them first. Look at your history. History will bless you, not Rockefeller history, not Walker history. Real history. Everybody been a slave and everybody owns some slaves. All of our ancestors are greedy bastards, but they told us the truth about the aliens. They just thought they were the sky gods. I do want to give you a piece of this because this was a deep conversation. Just a piece of it. Just a piece of it. Whew, good Lord have mercy. Crazy day, huh? Look at that. Yeah, you watching the brown dude with the epitome of white privilege. And actually, this is not the epitome of white privilege job, Bowden, but we're not going to go there. We're not going to touch that one. The epitome of black privilege at this point in time is probably Barack Obama. Hold on. Where is the discussion I'm looking at? There you go. There you go. I'm going to take it forward a little bit because the beginning, it kind of starts off a little slow. Hang on. Just a little piece of it. Just a little piece, just a little bit. Just nibble it a little bit. But ancient history was destroyed, people. Ancient history was destroyed because that's what will free you. Right there. I think that's it right there. Hit the right button, share audio, bliggity blank blank bloop. And how come I hear a commercial? No, it's gonna be that. Skip that. Skip that. Skip.
I'll go to you first, Billy.
There we go.
What's really happening with the destruction of all the ancient sites around the world?
I really do believe that there is a higher level of this hierarchy, this pyramid hierarchy, that, you know, we're talking about the elite of the elite, you know, out of the top 100 families that run the world, I'm talking about probably a few people you can fit on maybe one hand, you know, right. Enough people in one hand, that are overseeing and have claimed their own rulership over this planet and the people on this planet.
Right.
0.01%.
Do they fund all major governments around the entire planet by lending them money that doesn't exist and collecting interest on money that never existed? They also then control things like their military forces, who goes to war with who. They fund both sides of every single war and have been doing that for eons. And now here they are realizing that because of the internet, because of cell phone technology and everything else that's going on, the information coming to the average person is instantaneous.
Right.
So before, what they try to do was they try to shorten our lifespans, right after the Tower of Babel incident, because they realize if we live long enough and we collaborate long enough, we can achieve anything.
Right.
Well, now they're realizing, well, even though they shorten their lifespans, all of a sudden, because of this instantaneous information, we can still get to that same level. We can still collaborate much faster. We can still join and put pieces of the puzzle together. And so what turned out to be what's supposed to be a tool of darkness, we end up turning into a tool of light and awakening millions and millions of people around the planet. So all of a sudden, it's like they're getting this knowledge too quick. They're going to be going now, backtracking. These are the ancient sites that are given all the evidence.
Right.
And so what do? They get their fall guys. Who are the fall guys? These Taliban, Al-Qaeda people that were partly funded by the CIA and the Afghanistan military and so forth, private service. And they have gone in and said, look, guys, we're going to continue to fund you under the table, but we need you to go in and demolish all these ancient artifacts, because these artifacts are proof of ancient advanced civilizations, ancient advanced technology, and also a system that was put in place to enslave mankind for, according to what they wanted, eternity. So I believe that they've gone and systematically hired these ghouls to go in and literally destroy all the evidence that we can go figure out for ourselves what happened in the ancient past. And more evidence of this is when I went to the Great Pyramid, they told me that they're going to be closing off the area to get inside the Great Pyramid soon. And I said, why would they do that? It's unstable on the inside. Wait, this thing has been here for 30, 40, 50, who knows how many thousands of years. Now all of a sudden it's unstable. And NASA has staked a claim owning the access to the inside of the Great Pyramid. So there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. You have the military around the Cairo Museum. I think it's just an attempt to destroy our connection to the ancient past.
Well said. Matt, I'm going to give you all these sites, which you have detailed knowledge about. I'm just going to mention them. And I want to literally go into, from your comment, why they're hiding this, why they're destroying all these sites. But Palmyra in Syria, obviously the gates of Nineveh in Iraq, which Gerald used to talk a lot about. You and Gerald and I had a lot of conversations. The Bamiyan Valley monuments of Afghanistan. And then that's it. Basically, what was found over 8,000 feet. So talk about all of those ancient sites and what is being done.
Yeah, so the first thing I want to mention is these three are not the only three sites that have been tampered with or destroyed or whatever have you. They're just three prominent ones that I wanted to pick out as examples. And what we're finding here is something very clever that they realized, and I want to expand on what Billy said because he did a great job there laying the framework for why this is happening and who's doing it. When we look at the past and certain sites around the world and information and how that's been carried through over time and how it's been hidden, we find that empires throughout history, especially the Roman Empire,
right,
when they realized that they needed to control the message and they wanted to rewrite religion and create their own version of Christianity, the very clever thing that they realized they had to do, the first thing, was they had a little housekeeping to take care of. They said, okay, well, if we write this narrative, rewrite this narrative under the Holy Roman Empire with Constantine, the problem is we have all these ancient sites around the world with these ancient texts that really contradict what we're talking about. And these sites around the world that they don't really follow this paradigm. And so what do? Well, they went around the world with these armies. Egypt was one of the most famous examples. And they literally went through and destroyed and burned everything that they possibly could. And that didn't even include just texts and destroying monuments. They gathered up enormous amounts of Gnostic people and ancient Egyptians and anyone that had affiliations with these pagan religions or anything that went against Christianity, right, and they would burn them at the stake, they would stone them to death, and all these various things. And before you know it, it was something very similar that we think of with St. Patrick's Day, with the cleansing of the Druids. They cleansed the world of anything that went against this narrative. And we're seeing the same thing happening today, but it's done in a very clever way. if let's just say hypothetically that the U.S. government and other corrupt families around the world, places like you know, the Rothschilds in England and other groups around the world, let's say they all were like, okay, let's go around with big bulldozers and just run these over. You would have public outcry. With this age of the internet, you can't do things like that anymore. You have to be clever. And so what do? They just they use black budget funds. As much as this might seem like a wild conspiracy to a lot of people, I highly encourage people to be objective and go look into this to understand the truth.
Right.
There's a lot of darkness that still rules our world. Jay mentioned that early on.
Oh yeah.
We may be going into the time of Aquarius, and this time that's been prophesized as reaching higher consciousness, but we're more at odds than ever right now.
Yeah.
This is the point where there's the illusion that we're free, but really there's more constraints in certain areas than ever. Yeah. So what the really clever thing that they realized they could do was that they just covertly fund these certain terrorist groups around the world to do their dirty work, like Billy said. And those groups, there's two primary groups that were responsible for this destruction, and that is the Taliban and, of course, later ISIS. And like we talk about a lot, these names, these are ancient names, just like the Nazis stole the swastika. Right. ISIS was an ancient fertility goddess of Egypt. Right. And then they took that name, and now when I'm in my phone and I want to send Billy a message that contains this ancient goddess of ISIS, it always changes it to ISIS capitalized. I'm like, no. That's the terrorist group. I want the ancient goddess name. And it keeps trying to auto-correct me, because think about how scary that is. Now, when people want to think of ISIS, they think of a terrorist group. Just like all these ancient esoteric symbols and names have been inverted to their opposite meanings. It's still happening today. So anyway,
hang on. So the power of words, right? And so if that loses anybody, what I wanted to say about that is, remember how the conscious and your subconscious mind works, right? Like, you don't believe in frequency and resonance. You believe in biology, don't you? You know, when your subconscious mind hears something, it accepts it as fact, right? It is just a data taking device. It takes everything in. Your conscious mind is where all the debates happen, right? So if your subconscious mind now associates the word Isis, which was an ancient fertility god, with evil and darkness and death, you're flipping the script on you. They're flipping the script on you, psychologically, right? Everything is a mind game, and they play these games. So I'm just gonna go from there. There you go, brother Tony's in the house. Inversion. They invert it. Good is bad. Bad is good. Up is down. Left is right. Right is right. Slavery is good. You know, colonization was bad. Now colonization good, and they play these games. All right, that's why they invaded Iraq, to invade and steal and destroy sacred sites that they have proof of ancient technologies. And Kate, I think that I hold that to be true. What I was looking at earlier was, the ancient stone in Baalbek, right? Looking at the massive stones that we can't lift today, right? These people in ancient times, 5,000 years ago, lifted stones that were 1,200 tons. We can barely lift 50 tons in a truck today. And they want to convince you that a bunch of monkeys got together with some sticks and some string and rollers and actually not only carved out a stone, but actually lifted it and put it in place underneath the, because you got the Baalbek stones, you got two. They thought there was one, but there was two, right? And so they said, yeah, but the Romans could lift 50 tons. And, so they probably had a way to try to figure it out. But the Romans didn't even know that the two stones were there, right? Because one was uncovered and one was covered. And so they harvested everything they could find. But when they undug, not the mother stone, the other one, the Romans didn't touch it because they didn't know it was there, because that was not their quarry. They were using that to quarry stones that a lot of them were already cut up. And then you got to think about, what did they cut up that we don't even have any reference to anymore? But we definitely came from ancient, powerful people with technologies we don't understand. And that's why you got NASA at the pyramids. That's why you got the CIA at certain sites. They are looking for ancient things so that they can leap forward forward while we stay where we are. And this is the whole point that, and our ancestors, I don't think they necessarily completely knew better. They just looked up and said, hey, sky gods. They came from the sky. They could fly, so they must be sky gods. And most of what they saw and they documented, we now explain as technology. right? We understand it now. Time dilation, like, you know, and this is why I kind of have fun with it. But it's just like, well, show me the evidence that aliens exist. I can't show you evidence, but I know what time dilation is. If you do, you do, and know you why you do, because the Rockefellers, NASA told you about it. They told you they discovered in 1960 when they left the Earth's atmosphere, time slowed down. Okay, the ancient people in India and the Mahabharata told you about that 5,000 years ago, and they said that was from more than 1,000,000 years ago. So if they knew about time dilation then it means somebody went into space. So you got to figure out now, did ancient humans have spacecraft, or did something else come here, right? So there's just a lot of stuff that I think people don't understand, and this is the whole point of not arguing with people, you know, but honestly being on a path to determine what is true, knowing we live in a world where pretty much everything in the public domain is a lie. But absolutely, Kate, if you ever want to look into something sexy, look up the just before the Iraq war began, what did they find? There was a researcher in Iraq who said that he found the tomb of Gilgamesh. Look that up. And actually, it was in the Iraqi news that he found the tomb of Gilgamesh. And then shortly thereafter, we invaded, and he said nothing else since. Gilgamesh was supposed to be an alien. Gilgamesh lived a very long time. I think he lived over a couple hundred years or whatever. You know, so are they after alien DNA? What are they after? Maybe it's just not technology. Who knows? But I find these little stories interesting. You know, anyway, you look that up, Kate. The only thing I know is if that's what they're doing, they're not going to tell me. They're not going to tell people. It's not going to be on CNN and MSNBC and CBS. And that's why it boggles my mind that anybody believes, you know, Rockefeller history and Rockefeller news. It's all designed to keep the slave plantation in place. Master's not going to tell you how to make a gun, you know, because the blacksmith will make a gun. All right, I went to MeWe and, you know, I think I got a MeWe account, Susan. When I was shut off from Facebook, I signed up for some sites on MeWe, just like Facebook, with the fighting and the arguing, and most are not open to what I call higher things. And that's okay, Susan. They're not supposed to be. You know, everybody, survival of the fittest never stop. You know, I'm only interested in, you know, we're resonating on a topic, let's run with it. I don't worry about the monkeys that are like, you know, aren't resonating, you know. And that's the only reason I'm still here on Facebook, to be honest with you, Susan. You know, I want to go off to the FEMA camp with Brother Robert Walker, but while we're here, there's a lot of people here I resonate with. You know, their minds are very widely open. They don't do much of that narcissistic, sociopathic stuff where they think they know everything. You know, they're kind of sitting back in a space like I am doing that. What is that word? Stoicism, where you just kind of just watching. And from a place of humility, like we don't really know what the hell is going on. I don't know what the hell is going on. You know, I'm just watching. You know what's going on. So you go tell everybody what they should be doing. I'm just sitting back like, y'all know we all gonna die. That's my hashtag. We all gonna die. You should resonate right, because, you know, this might be your last chance to resonate. Out there fighting to get that colonizer land, those colonizer goodies and toys and things they stole from other nations. Hey, Linda McConnell, good morning. Yes, they twist all the holy stuff into hellish places. Yeah, and that's what they did, Christine, with the witches, right? The witch burnings. They went and burned up all the people who knew how to make certain things from herbs and plants, and they called them witches. They somehow made warlocks evil and wizardry, all the things they couldn't explain and understand, because they need you to buy their drugs. They need you to buy your statin drugs. They need you to buy headache medicine. They needed you. Didn't it start off with coral? Wasn't coral calcium the first naturopathic thing that the pharmaceutical industry started on under good means of trying to help people before it became the psychopathic, synthetic drugging of a population, creating epigenetic gene flips that none of the companies are even testing for? That's why it's funny to me that they say things like, oh, this is safe and effective. Yeah, and they just made 3 races of human beings on safe and effective. All right, discount assassin still at it. Yes, Mark Johnson, go ahead. You know what he's talking about. That's the brother that gave me the deep quote. He was in the Vietnam War. He said, just a discount assassin, right? You know, and that's what they were talking about early in the video, which is the Fall Guys. So is ISIS. So is ISIL. Everybody in the Pentagon. the Marines, you know, Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter, all of it. Everybody are discount assassins. They're willing to let everybody die. I was telling somebody this weekend, Brother Mark, who's that we wish we would be slaves. Being a slave in America would be an upgrade for America. We're not slaves, we're commodities. Right? They're not concerned about my teeth. The damn horse, the master worried about the horse's teeth. The master would go, you know, open the jaws and check and make sure you got the teeth, they strong and healthy, you can eat, so you can eat, you know, the food that I got to feed you and stuff. I ain't never, Jive and Bowden ain't never came to my house, Brother Mark, or Barack Obama and Donald Trump. None of them came to my house and checked my teeth. They don't even give two damns about my teeth, let alone my life. So I have zero interest in being anybody's discount assassin. The problem is the system. Fight the power. Mark, you remember the saying, fight, no, not to fight the power. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Everybody's a player on this court. Everybody is controlled on this court. The problem is the system. Hate the game, fix the game, undo the game, walk away from the game, stop consenting to the game. But if you play the game, you can't complain about the players. You cannot complain about the players. Mark, I know a whole bunch of women back in the day used to go to them clubs and complain about the men they found.
Oh, girl, I went there and caught him. I had to throw him back. Oh, he wasn't no good. He didn't do this. He cheated and stole and did this and that, and my credit card, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, huh? Where did you catch that fish at? Oh, yeah, you went to the swamp. You went to the swamp, you went fishing, and you caught a snake. Okay, all right, yeah, you know, listen, well, maybe you shouldn't be fishing at the club. Maybe you shouldn't be fishing at the bar. You know, who goes to the bar? I go to the bar when I'm tired of life and sick and we're not on lockdown from the cuckoo virus. Then I go to the bar. That's not a time to approach me for some dingling. That's not the time. Not for love and nothing. That's the bar is the hospital. It is the hospital. Ooh, the club is the hospital. I'm gonna go back to something Saj Guru said. Saj Guru said something to the effect of this: the reason people go to bars and clubs is the same reason they go to temples. People are looking for hope. People are looking for an escape from modern life. People who got some things going on and dramas percolating. That is the last person you need to put a ring on. That is not somebody you want to carry you down. I know y'all not gonna like it. I'm gonna tell you how I see it. I think that's true. I think it's funny that people go to temples, church, and bars and clubs to find people to live the rest of their life with. You do not go to the hospital and look for healthy people. Do you know? Because they give them Jello. Ain't nobody in the hospital healthy. They give them, and what's that? Insure. Well, I almost had to choke somebody. They gave my father Insure on his deathbed. What the hell is wrong with you? No, do not go to the sick places and look for healthy people. That's not going to happen. The clubs are sick places anyway. They could not buy the Okisha, and they did not change the prayers. Okay, I don't know what Okisha is. We might have to look at Okisha. Want to become famous? There you go. Nope, Twitch. I do not want to become famous. Nope, anybody who's famous and says anything partially true is killed. Not interested in that at all. Inversion, that is what it was, Tony. They made good, bad, bad, good, boy, girl, girl, boy, and they flipped everything. And I got no problems with that. Don't, you know, I'm fine with that. Just, you know, let's say it for what it is. Let's get back to inversion real quick. Tony, send me the time we're going to talk tonight. Inversion, spiritual warfare. Right? How do you combat inversion? That feeds along with something we were talking about the other day, which is this is spiritual warfare. You got to fight it spiritually. You can't fight these people from what you see. You can't fight them from a political party. You can't fight them from any ignorant positions. You have to fight them through consciousness, right? You have to look at what they do to determine who they are, not what they say. You can't look at the button on their shirt. Oh, it's blue, so no matter who. No, you're going to get everybody killed because everything's been inverted, flipped. But Missy Elliott, what did she say? Flip it, turn it, flip it back and reverse it, lock it down, and something squirt it, or something like that, where everything has changed. You can't trust people from what you see. Right? This is a war for information and a war in consciousness. You have to pay attention to things that you see that are resonating, right? You know what? Real talk, y'all. I see people I see people, but sometimes in the back of my mind, something is telling me it's a demon.
I see people and I don't tell them nothing like that, Tony. I know you do that. I don't do that. Like, damn. Oh, good Lord, you got the demon in you, woman. No, the woman slapped the hell out of you with her pocketbook. Do women still got pocketbooks? Tony, I've been inside a long time. I ain't been outside. I hide under my rock. Do women still got pocketbooks? Y'all know the things y'all used to hit men with? They didn't have any other purpose. Just put bricks in. Like, I think women want to walk around with this big old bag that weigh about 30 pounds. No, that's just a beat up man. You know, say, oh, woman, you got the demon in you. No, I see demons, Tony. I mean, I don't see horns and bifurcated tails, but like, I get feelings. Oh, you know, you meet somebody and they're like, hi, my name is John. Oh, John, God dang. John, you need some holy water or something. This conversation will last about 5 minutes. I feel this, y'all. I feel it. Like, I come around certain people and some of them could just, you know, good looking people. Oh, just clean, dressed nice, smell good and everything. Nice cars, just pretty women sometimes, even some of them, just pretty women. Oh, just get the walk, get them heels and the tight jeans, the chicka-chaka. You know, when the heels do that thing, make man go, ooh, ooh, you know. And they get close like, oh, good Lord, lady. Oh my God, do you know that there's fire coming out your eyes? All right, I don't see that, but I feel it. And something tells me to escape. And I've never been this way, Tony. I have never been this way in my life. Boy, if you had you had the things that you had to make man go, yeah, that's the things that I need. Yeah, I would do anything that you probably wanted me to. Now I'm like, oh Lord, if I bring you close to me, you're gonna infect me. I social distance from people who aren't fighting it spiritually. Inversion, that's a deep topic, Tony. We could do a whole video just talking about how things are inverted to fool people. That's why in the scriptures they spoke in parables. And Tony Cuss Church, that's the pastor Cuss Church. He'll tell you that right there. That's why they spoke in parables. Why? Because there are certain things they didn't want you to know. And you would only know them if you resonated and you could discern. All right. In order to enslave and control the people, you must destroy their religion and culture. Roman colonizer book. Amen. And it goes back before the Romans. You can go way back to the Egyptians and before that. That's what you do. The only way to control and enslave people is to destroy the things that the ancients handed down. That's the name of this video, Susan. Thank you for bringing me back to the topic. Listen to GwandMa. You got to wishing your grandma, wishing your grandpa. It's been handed down to help you. Nothing on that television is there to help you. That's Rockefeller. That's Wockerfeller. Right? That's all Rockefeller knowledge, Rockefeller history, Rockefeller colonialism and consumerism. And that's another thing, ooh, Tony, on that, which is inversion, right? They say, oh, white privilege. Think about it from that perspective. You know, brown good, white bad. This thing that these liberal professors have been teaching to create a whole year worth of children fighting with police and burning down cities, and ain't none of them professors got arrested for the racism they taught their kids. You got a whole group of people, Tony, who actually look at the color of a person's skin to determine if they're an ally or not. They even have that, Tony. It's even called ally. It's allyship or something like that. If something about white people got to get chains and stuff and beat themselves and go in the streets. I hate slavery. I'm so sorry. I'm giving my slaves back. Right? Like, they actually have people who are so resonating in an inverted world that they use skin color to determine whether or not somebody is good or bad, or if they should be shamed or not. Shame on the whole world, all of us. It's crazy as hell. But I kind of understand. And Billy Carson actually talked about it in this video a little bit. Oh, Lord have mercy. See if I can find it. I'm probably not going to find it. For a moment, he stopped and he explained black people to you real quick. Not black people around the world, but black people in the United States. Let's see. It's a socioeconomic thing. And this is why I appreciate that he's there, because I think he has a face that more people will listen to. I think it was around 25. I try to store in my mind timestamps of important things. This one might stick. Let's see.
This golden age of high technology and all this great prosperity and abundance that was clearly on the earth. You know, some of the things that, you know, you guys mentioned, Matt put on the notes, are obviously the Vatican archives. I mean, that's a whole show in and of itself. The National Museum of Baghdad, which was raided and looted, right, back during the Bush administration. Of course, the Smithsonian. God, I can't wait to hear you guys talk about the Smithsonian.
Oh,
you know, every time I think of the Smithsonian, I think of the Raiders of the Lost Ark episode where they show that giant warehouse with all those boxes and they put the Ark of the Covenant in there. That's the Smithsonian, right? And then, of course, the Shoyan collection. But Billy, I'll go to you. Why? Why are they preventing this knowledge and this awareness to get out to humanity?
Yeah. The thing about this whole suppression of information is because once you rob somebody of their true history, then you can control them.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, it's like, you know, for example, I mean, most African Americans, we've been robbed of our true ancient past or our true ancestral history. And because of that, we just lean on whatever's given to us, to be quite honest with you.
Sure.
And it's kind of put us in this mental enslavement type of a situation along with everybody else, but we're a little bit deeper than most, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know? And so, and people, well, why don't you just snap out of it? It's 400 years. You can't really just snap out of it like that. You know, it's in the epigenetic memories.
Right.
And so by them ripping this information and keeping it away from the citizens of the world, every generation that keeps coming out has been deprived of this information and getting the fake story. Exactly. And those fake stories go into the epigenetic memories, which are stored in the DNA in the body, and that can persist for up to 20 generations. So the work that we're doing now, it's going to create a ripple in space-time that's going to affect future generations in the third dimension. So we're talking about 20 generations from now are going to feel the full-blown effect of what we're doing today.
Beautiful.
That's why we have to consistently put this information out and keep digging for as much truth as we can possibly get, because the elites want to suppress it, because that by suppressing it and giving us the fake or the false information, they mix a little bit of truth in there.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They do a little dab with the guy with the salt, a little dabble, put a little bit of salt in there, you know, and then they stir it around, man, with a whole bunch of fake stuff, and then we eat it, and now we're all screwed up, and they know that, and then they just got us running in circles, man. And they're just sitting back laughing at us, you know. So that's what it's all about. It's a control system, and man, it's really well thought out. And the thing about them is they plan for millennia. They don't plan for tomorrow. They know humans are going, you know, on Friday when I get paid, I'm gonna do this. They're talking about, you know, in 3,000 years, I'd like to see this happen on the planet. It's a different way of thinking.
Don't hate the player, hate the game, right?
Boom, boom. And this is the point. This is why I say, you know, like I said, I try to make space for everybody, because, you know, it's not the player. It's not the player. The problem isn't the black people. The problem isn't the immigrants. The problem isn't the white people. The problem isn't any of the isms. The problem isn't the liberals. The problem isn't the conservatives. The problem is inversion. Inversion and hiding history from people is, like Tony just said, and Susan, hiding history from people to make them enslaved by their own ignorance. So that's the real deal. But we lucked up, a lot of us. If you're here, you're lucky. You're lucky, and you got an obligation to look out for other people, you know, and other spiritual creatures. We'll put it that way. And so that's what, I mean, that's all I do. I try to do the best I can do that, and I can't do that without the aliens, man. Walker and Paul, yo, so funny. I can't do that without free energy. We got 7 billion monkeys to feed on the planet. We ain't gonna do that with no damn 100-year-old solar panels. Anyway, April 1st is the ancient new year. Oh, is it? And now it's April Fool's Day. Oh, and that's some inversion for your butt cheek, Susan. Hell yeah, that's a thing. Didn't they do that? Hang on, let's go back. They did that with nursery rhymes. Didn't they do that with Christmas? Didn't they do that with everything? They flip it. And wasn't Christmas wasn't it something like he had a white beard, he was a Viking, and that's blood on his shirt or something, the red and everything? Like, it's all kind of crazy stuff in history. They just invert everything. That's how it goes. American Gods, fun to watch. That's all you can do, Christine. Don't entertain them. But you know, it's like I was telling somebody, Jennifer, but we're all on the field, right? Don't hate the player, hate the game, fix the game, but understand that everybody's on the field. Nobody's in the stadium. You know, we can be stoics, but we're not in the stadium. In the 1%, they're on the field too. They're being played too. We're all on the game field. It's just I'm not playing on anybody's team, Jennifer. I'm kind of taking the knee, and I might trip somebody up here and there. Who's being a hypocrite? But we're all on the field. But I think the stoic is the one who's just taking their jersey off, right? Taking the jersey off, saying, you know what? I get this. This is a game. I understand this. You just want to get people to put on a white jersey or a black jersey. You want to get people to put on an African jersey or a Middle Eastern jersey. You just want to get people put on a Christian jersey or Muslim jersey so y'all can sit back in the stadium and laugh at us and joke, and while we're out here killing each other, you know, and we don't actually have to be in this fantasy game. And who's in the stadium? I have no idea. That's the see. I don't think anybody's in the stadium just watching, just breathing air in Rockefeller world. We're part of the problem, but I'm not. I'm trying to entertain them less, you know. But it's the thing of watching, Jennifer, from the field, but accepting we're all on the field. We've all sold out just sitting here. We're all colonized just by being here. The interesting question to me, Jennifer, is who is in the stadium? Who is the author of this game? Like, I know Johnny D orchestrated, you know, the whole global world at this point in time, the global slave plantation, enslaving us to oil, but there's something above him. There's somebody above him. There's like as above, so below. We're kind of within one of his games to a degree, and he's within another game. And there's another game. Like, I think there are rules for everything, and there are rules at multiple levels going all the way up. And we're just, I guess we can't see that, like as above, so below. And this got back to the earlier statement, Jennifer, where I think that the world works on contracts and consent, and laws came from some sort of an alien concept or thought that we have to live by a certain set of rules. But if you want to understand how to play the game in society, we have to read the laws. All right, let me take it to the end of this real quick, because there was some deep stuff at the end.
Give the planet, you know,
commercial.
That's a whole nother conversation.
We're talking about the
Well,
golden.
hello. Look at all of you.
How you doing, colonizer?
Tell me how much weight you lost with Nutrisystem.
Weight's not an issue.
45.
No, that's
I lost
stupid. That's
41
stupid.
pounds
Everybody should be their own weights.
Mike, you
Don't
eat-
let the colonizer
Talk
tell
about-
you what your weight's supposed to be. Your weight's supposed to be your weight. There is no balance in the middle. There is no requirement. Your body knows how big or little you should be, where you should have this, that, cushion, that, and storage. Right? And it has to do, and it will work correctly if you eat the correct food and you don't let colonizers poison your thyroid. All right. So fake news. Everybody not supposed to be the same size.
Not mention it because the algorithm will trip us. But realistically, that's it, Billy.
Yeah.
If you take the chip or the vaccination or whatever it is, bye-bye humanity, bye-bye love, bye-bye emotional, bye-bye high vibration. You are now a drone, right? Isn't that really what it is?
I think it's a way of reprogramming the masses globally. It's a great excuse to go in and literally inject something into you that will literally alter and modify DNA
Exactly.
and change those A's, T's, C's, and G's in the DNA code,
Yep.
retranscode it again, and now they've got something maybe even in space that they can just transmit a frequency to and operate you like a puppet.
Exactly.
There'll be nothing you can do about it. You'll hear voices in your head. You'll be doing things that thought you'd never do. You'd be acting in ways you do. You may even be completely oblivious to the way that you're acting, or you know, it can agitate crowds. I believe that they have these things already up there.
Yeah.
They're sending frequencies down to where mass people gather and turn them into ravaging barbaric animals.
Right.
And so people can't grasp that because they don't understand how vast this illusion really is. You know,
And they also don't know we did it in the Iraq War. They don't understand technology. They know that we have frequencies that they do and they broadcast to the enemy troops to make them not want to fight. They've had these I think Tesla even talked about some of that. I mean, don't get me on the fake news. I believe I heard that. But no, none of this is false. All of this is, I mean, that's MK Ultra type of stuff. They did it to you. They did it to you, and MK Ultra did it to their own citizens. So of course, this is always the plan.
take a quote from the Illuminati Secret Covenant. The illusion will be so vast it will escape their perception.
Right.
That's how big it is, and that's why, getting back to what you said, love is truly the key, because love overpowers everything. Because love is light.
Exactly.
And there's no amount of darkness that can make light flee, but the smallest glimmer of light will make darkness flee. And because of that, we have to operate in light. And what it means is, when you're operating from that heart chakra, when you're projecting that unconditional love out into the universe for yourself, for others, and for service to others, it literally is creating, again, those electromagnetic waves that are going out into space-time eternally. So all of a sudden you have all these light waves. If everybody gets on the same frequency, all these light waves on the love frequency, the 528 hertz frequency, emanating out into space-time. What is that doing? that is literally creating a ripple in space-time that's going to alter the future reality in this third dimension.
Right.
That is the mission that we have here.
Beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful. Matt, just you follow up with that, and then we'll do the Maya prophecies.
Sure. And I think that's really dead on.
It's so beautiful. I'm sitting here going, whoa.
This struggle here, it really is, and this is what it's been called by many. It is a struggle of darkness versus light. Okay, that is very, very true. It is, and I want to get back to a comparison to that. Look at how they show in Star Wars.
Right.
Look at how they show the darkness versus the light. Okay, and I think that this point needs to be understood better because it got a little muddled with Matrix a little bit.
Right.
But in Star Wars, which obviously there's some elements there that are very interesting if you watch it. But in that, the darkness, those who are of the darkness that are fighting with the darkness or of the darkness, they have a red lightsaber, right? And those who are of the light either have a green or a blue lightsaber. When you look at the chart right behind Jay, you see that has to do with chakras and the different types of vibrational frequencies that we will have and we will obtain. That's what this entire thing is about. It is truly a struggle of darkness versus light. And what does that mean? It means that there are beings or entities that want to keep us in a state of darkness and chaos to prevent us from ever reaching this higher state. If you're a being that's in fear, living in fear and hate in all of these different aspects, you're always going to be in your most primitive state possible. That's why those specific colors were used. It's not random at all. Those colors match the visible light spectrum.
Right.
And so when you look at those, I want to give this comparison for those who don't know. I've mentioned it before, but it's truly incredible on a metaphysical level. If you look outside and you happen to see, or you can create it in your own using a quartz crystal or something, but if you look at a rainbow and that's shining down in, this is true for anyone who wants to look into it. When I learned this, it completely blew my mind. If you have a rainbow shining in from the right combination of seeing those colors, you can take a thermometer and you can measure the different colors of that visible light spectrum rainbow, and they're different. I don't know if people really know that.
Right.
But if you measure red, it's the warmest of all the colors. And if you measure as you go along up the rainbow, the visible light spectrum, it gets colder.
Right.
That has to do with the vibration going from sluggish and slow, right? Someone who's sitting there on the couch like, oh, stupid, blah, 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 I hate them, to someone who's like meditating and who's, surrounded by birds chirping out in some beautiful place somewhere. That's a completely different temperature and vibrational frequency that being is taking on. That's how detailed it truly gets. And that's why the chakras within our spinal cord of our body are connected through these different levels of energy. And if someone is kept in that lowest state of energy, it's literally like their antenna is shut off, and they're existing as just this autonomous being that is not connected to really any kind of a higher state. And it's like a randomness, like they're just wandering around without having any kind of an understanding of what their actions are and how they're impacting other people. If you see somebody that's in distress, that needs help, and you can help them, you have the choice to either help them, tear them down. It doesn't matter what example it is. If you're just in a conversation with someone or whatever, you have the opportunity to say something nasty to them, not help them, or you could help them, give them something they need, provide them with wisdom that they need to help their life and benefit them, to help them grow. That's what this is all about. It's we each play a role in how this entire story truly goes. And it comes down to what kind of vibrational frequency we want humanity to live in. And I can tell you right now, if we continue in the state we're in and we don't change, I think it's inevitable that we won't make it to see what the future is. So it really matters what we do and the path that we truly take on this road.
Beautiful, man. And like, if we don't make it, I know that I'm going to meet up with you three guys, or you two guys.
This was an awesome conversation, and I just grabbed 2 spots from it. You should go back, watch the whole thing. I think I posted the link. It's you know, again, if it's resonating with you, run, but be very careful. I mean, try to help everybody you can, but also be very careful, because this is spiritual warfare. The tares and the wheat must grow together. And inversion, you got to use your discernment, and you never know if it's actually a tear or if it's someone who just doesn't understand. That's why you love everybody. That's why I love it. Got back to the point. The answer is no. All right. I'm gonna do comments and I'm gonna go. I posted the link and I'll post it again so you can watch the entire discussion. It was a great discussion. I think it was almost 2 hours long. It's fantastic. And Billy Carlson, I mean, I've been following him for a while. His name is Forbidden Knowledge. He's over on Instagram. He's on Facebook. He's on YouTube. He's all over the place. All right, new comments. I'm gonna go. Look at this. Of course, I'm gonna start right there. Close Encounters of the Close Encounters of the Close Kind was based on what happened. All the movies, I believe. It is, Susan, because, well, one, not only because you had whistleblowers who said that was true, but also because that's the best way to hide things. You hide things in plain sight. If you don't hide things in plain sight, Gerard, stop messing with the essential oils. I know. I'm I am. I'm unplugging it so I can have a good wrap up without it shutting off. It's on a timer and it's not working right. I'm sharing a power grid. Just leave me alone. So yeah, no, I mean, that's the best way to hide it is, Susan, I appreciate, whose book was it? Goodness. Annie Jacobson. The book that explained Area 51 and how they hide everything in plain sight. They literally make movies and they make the whole you're not alone in the galaxy thing. They make it ridiculous and they make it silly. And that's why it's so hard for a lot of people to accept it. Well, one, people don't accept alien life because it scares them. That's number one. Two, they think that the humans are intelligent. And the greatest thing is that narcissistic sociopathic thing that Rockefeller world gives everyone. They need you to be arrogant. They need you to think you know everything. They need you to think that you're smarter than a couple billion humans that came before you that lived in tribes and talked about these things because you went to preschool, because you went to Rockefeller grade school. They need that, and they need to make it look ridiculous. So I'm with you, Susan. The best way to hide something is in plain sight. They just put it right in plain sight, and people laugh at it and move on. The reality, I think, is we live in an ecosystem. There's life everywhere on Earth. There's life everywhere in the ocean. There's life even in lava. There's life in the silicone pools and the arsenic pools. I think it was in California they found. Hell yeah, there's life all out there. We just aren't that interesting. So I think encounters of the third kind or fourth kind, fifth kind, whatever that is, beings come here and it's just like going on a trip. It's not like, it's no different than us going to, like I said, the Galapagos or anywhere else. We go, oh, okay, look, people over there, check that out, write some stories about this, maybe grab a few monkeys, take them back in the ship and put them in a zoo somewhere on Melmac 7 and just keep moving. As above, so below. I love that saying, as above, so below. Life here is abundant and the ecosystem utilizes all energy in every way possible. So it does all over the universe. And that's called science, not science. Rockefeller.
Science, the Wockerfellers said, I'm alone in the galaxy and I'm the only smart thing and my species is intelligent and we're not stupid and we can only have fossil fuels in the cars that have explosions that drive down the road.
I'm sorry, that's a horrible voice. I just think it's funny. I don't know, because that used to be me. It was me, like, shut up. The Rockefellers didn't say that. They didn't teach me that in school. It was not in the history book. Stop it. You're making that up. Cite your sources. Where's your evidence?
The Wockerfellers told me that Nikola Tesla wasn't trying to help anybody.
All right, I'm done. I know that's funny because y'all think I'm making fun of somebody else. I'm not. I'm literally laughing at my damn self when I used to believe all of this world was bullshit. Get my little sticker. Did y'all not see Susan make up the sticker thing from this weekend? I'm still laughing about that. I can't figure out where to put it in a in a post to make it make sense. It's just like we get stickers. That's all it is. We go to school and we get stickers. That's the funniest thing I've heard in a long time. It's just like you go, you do what they say, you get a sticker. Your house is a sticker. Your car is a sticker. Like you did good. You know, I don't believe in aliens. You get the sticker. You know, I'm a successful in the world. I got $800,000 in the bank account. You get your little sticker. And the sticker don't mean anything. Because you and I both know when you get home, that sticker gonna fall off later. And because they use the glue and they stick it to your shirt. I learned as a kid, if you put it on your forehead, not one, your mommy and daddy will see it and they give you some extra more prizes. You might get a little extra cake or something because you did good and you got a check and a gold star. But when you put it on your shirt, the fabric, it doesn't stick too well and it falls off. It's useless. It's like when you die. You can't take none of this with you. Don't worry about the Rothschilds and the Rockefeller sticker people. That is such a perfect analogy because I just see adults just trying to get stickers. Y'all get what she said? She said that we literally, and that's what I'm laughing at. I'm not laughing at them. I'm laughing at me. I used to believe in this world. I used to work as hard as I could to get my stickers from big corporate America. There's retirement and healthcare packages and drug packages, medicine, you know, all of these things were stickers. And then now we go to dinner parties and we compare who had the best stickers. And this is the adult thing to do. Oh my God. What a great analogy. Y'all should watch the video from what was that, Friday? Oh my God, that was hilarious. All right. And so I just think about myself when Rockefeller stickers. That's what Rockefeller stickers. Somebody should start a website called Rockefeller stickers. And just laugh at the adults. And I know I got a text message. I got to read it like, yeah, well, we stopped Donald Trump from saying fake news because we blocked him on social media. And it's like, okay, did you got the sticker? You literally shut somebody down that was talking and saying things that probably would have helped to a degree. I mean, he's Donald Trump, and I think he was trying to do his own thing. But I get my sticker. I'm a stand up for the colonizer. And you can't speak against my colonizer masters. All right, anyway. I'm gonna get an Elmo G shirt. Oh, Lord have mercy. Christy, don't start that. Don't do that. Christy, don't do that. Don't do no, because it's people. You shouldn't even wrote that. It's people right here with these little face ad thing, and I can't even get them. Well, they're a little quiet this weekend. Don't do that, Christy. Don't do that. I think Elmo's on there. And then the good thing though is I don't think it works that way. I don't think you can put my face on Elmo. But Harsh, he ain't got a life. He'll spend time. He'll figure it out. That little bastard. He'll figure out, he'll break the app. He'll figure out a way to put my face on some damn Elmo. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Thank you, Christy. Appreciate it. Yeah, appreciate it. All right, started under AKA. Ooh, goodness, look at that. We gonna hit it. You gonna hit him in the jugular, Kate. I haven't even read the rest of it. She about to hit you in your gut jugular. Watch this. Like, but that's for grandma. No, it's not. For-profit disease management is not for grandma, but that's for Rockefeller. They're behind the whole Rockefeller medicine book. All right, started under ACA. The V word was written into it. If health venues don't get 90% of workers compliant, when they would lose medical reimbursements. Yeah, well, because it's scam upon scam upon scam. And this is back to the laws, right, Kate? Everything is contractual. They write laws to dictate how the game was played. And then people get in there and fight hate on the hating the players, not the game. And they orchestrate the game. They orchestrate the game to create conflict, to get people to take something that creates problems, according to censored doctors and scientists, that requires you take more of their drugs the rest of their life. And then to get the same people, and then they're arguing about, well, healthcare is too expensive. Yeah, you know why? Would you like to know why? All you got to do is spend a little time on the highwire.com. And you're like, yeah, we need to fight healthcare costs. Then you need to actually educate yourself on real science and understand that people are making products to make products out of people. Good Lord have mercy. Was I smart? Did y'all hear that? Hang on. Let me see if I can pull that back up. I can't. I forgot what I said. People, I can listen on this. This is a delay. People are making products to make products out of people. Damn it! Good Lord, that was deep. That was deep. People are making products to make products out of people. Oh Lord, I love it. I love it, but I forgot what I said. That's what I told you. I'm on autopilot. We do this, and I think the witches control me. I think I got friends that they're like beaming stuff in my head. All right, let me get the last couple comments. That's deep. Somebody's supposed to. I might quote myself. Can I quote myself? Is that narcissistic? Can I quote myself? Y'all let me get away with that. But yeah, real talk, Kate. If people would realize that it's scam upon scam upon scam upon scam behind universal health care, they would understand that they're not here to save grandma. They're here to make products. They're here to make grandma a product, and then she dies. All right, 300, and enough doctors are saying that, and they're being silenced, which is why you need to listen to what they don't want you to hear the most. All right, 360 degrees latitude and longitude. All right, Oblivion shows a ton of clones of Tom Cruise. And I believe that to be true, Susan. I think they could have cloned people a long time ago. They wouldn't have told us. Green is the heart, getting into the chakras. All right, we are not in control of our bodies. Make no mistake about it. Reclaim the scapegoat. Amen, Cedar. We're not even in control of our face diapers. I can't even control my face, Cedar. I can't control my face. I can't even control my oxygen. But I tell you what, I told you, I ain't wearing no damn thing in public. I don't really care what y'all working on. We're working on Jiving Bowden is going to save everybody and have 100 days worth of face diapers. You can have anything you want to have. You know, Cedar, this is what I tell these people. It's going to be the end. It's going to be the end. This is where you're going to see me fighting with people in the streets. No, then it'll be my turn. Because hell no, I'm not wearing no damn face diaper in public. You crazy? Outside, oxygen, I'm a human being. I'm not a synthetic. I'm not a Modernian. I'm not a Pfizerian. Okay, I'm not any of these things. I'm a human being, organic. I'm never wearing one outside. Hell no. You can go to hell twice and with some pee. Without pee. I ain't even gonna pee on you go to hell. Hell no. Don't tell me what to do. See, don't bring out the Washington D.C. in me. It'll come out. It's there. It's there. I like to be corny and make jokes and stuff, but no, you're gonna bring that out. No, I will be an organic human as long as I live here, breathing oxygen through my nostrils. You can go to hell. I understand the whole business thing. You know, you can't defy the state as a personal business. I get that. So I go to Walmart. I don't actually go to Walmart. I go to the grocery store. Very rarely am I ever forced to go in massive colonizer stores. I go to little colonizer stores. And I go to the grocery store. I wear my face diaper. I get that. You know, it's your shot. You know, come in here, get some basil. I got to have a face diaper on. I get that. All right, we play this game for a little bit, but I'm not going to play it forever. You know, Brother Adam get mad at me like, yeah, Rod, and take your face diaper off. He's right. But, you know, I played the game for a minute, you know, but it's been a whole damn year of this game and I'm done. That's why I said I'm leaving. I'm done. I can grow my own damn basil. I ain't gonna come to your store. And guess what? You're gonna miss my purchases too. That's how the world's supposed to work. Entropy. All right. You know, you're gonna miss my dollars for my basil. You know why? Because then people gonna go out and grow their own basil and realize it don't actually take nothing to grow. It's easier to go grow basil than strap on your face diaper and then clean it out and wash it when you're done. Get all that boo-boo and stuff. Get all that fungus your body's trying to get rid of, but your government said you got to keep it on your face. The people figure out it's easy to grow basil. It's a joke. It is easier and faster to plant a few basil seeds and go in the house and be done with it and then have basil all season long and then dry it and make some seasoning. All right, that's what you got to do. Say, no, well, you know what? You ruined the basil business. That's your fault. That's your fault. You wanted me to buy basil, but you said I got to wear a face diaper, so I ain't gonna buy you basil. Apply that to chicken. Apply that to tomatoes. Apply that to clothing. Apply that to lotion. Apply that to candles. Apply that across the board. And guess what? You just put yourself out of business. Yep, there you go. There's your economy. You know, but I'm sure, you know, you got a bunch of people go to the dollar store and buy stuff. All right, Lord have mercy. Okay, let's do the last couple of comments. I'm gonna go. How many times have we been fiddling with Susan? I think they have always fiddling with us. I think they're still fiddling with us. Wasn't there a whistleblower talking about, good Lord, now Jeannie, you're gonna have me back on who's this? Susan, you're gonna have me back down to alien space. You're gonna piss off Walter and Paul again. The aloners. Gotta have a name for everybody. They're the aloners. They're alone in the universe. It's only them. Damn it. The rest of you monkeys aren't intelligent. Wasn't there a whistleblower who talked about one of the most recent modifications of the human was like 1960, something about they took a group of people and put them on some mountain on the top of North America, and there was some there was some way through DNA that they could prove that they were relocated and modified. Somebody might know something about that. I know I've heard it on 1 or 2 live streams before. I never really looked into it, Susan, because I mean, to me, it's you know, it's not even a thing anymore. Like, of course we've been played with. I mean, we play with monkeys. We play with the genetics of jellyfish and strawberries, and we put the DNA of jellyfish and strawberries. We diddle with things. So of course something is diddling with us. As above, so below. So I didn't even look into it, Susan, but I believe that to be true because it makes sense. Historically is what happened, and the Rockefellers don't have that in their in their textbooks in grade school. So it probably is true. Which is why I like the green heart. Oh, yes, the green heart is important. Jimmy T, I didn't mention Native American. Oh, Lord have mercy, Paul. That's racist. Did y'all see that racist word? Paul, stop it. Be nice, man. So, yeah, so with me, like, I guess y'all are still talking about that. The whole Native American, again, people, I will always trust the Vikings, the Germanic tribes, the Aborigines, the Native Americans, people who had no damn reason to lie to me, the Hopi and the Zulus, and who was the ones from Africa? The ones that knew where Orion was, and they knew that the planet was in orbit around Orion. And when the Rockefellers said that everybody was in skirts and had spears. Why is the word kudu on my mind? The kudu, that's the mammal that actually was modified. Its behaviors are controlled by plants. That's another whole deep topic. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Come on, damn it. We're my ancient aliens. There they go. There they go. There they go. Kristen and Christ and Susan. There you go. There you go. The Dogons. Right. I trust them all damn. Dogon, damn it. I trust the Dogons all damn day over you and John D. Rockefeller. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Twice. But Rockefeller history said, nah, shut up. The Dogons said this. Native Americans said the Utes, the Cherokee, the Comanche, all of them. The Mayans, the Aztecs, all of them. I trust all of them. All of them. I would trust the dirtiest dude from Cheddar Man, Britain, over anything that your television tells you. Hell yeah, I would. All day long. So it's not a personal thing. I just think the Rockefellers lie. That's it. They lie, and they control everybody by keeping them believing in their lies. I don't believe anything on television. The ancients had no big prophets in lying to me. A nurse who quits her job to tell you about Moderna has no reason to lie to you. She literally just gave up her job to do it. What got me was Stephen Greer. Stephen Greer, Paul. He's the brother, and I posted it. Yeah, I think I did a Stephen Greer on Thursday or something. I don't know. One day I posted something about him. And then the flying monkey Walter came in, because I mean Walter, he's truthful on a lot of things. On this one, I think he gets off the boat and comes flying in, you know, and and you know, it's just like, oh, Stephen Greer is, what do you call him? Y'all see that post? Y'all ain't back me up. I know. I don't need you to back me up. So anyway, I think he said Stephen Greer is a charlatan. That was the word. Big words. He used a big word because he didn't think I could spell. And he was right about that part, but I know what a charlatan is. He said, he's a charlatan. And I'm like, wait a minute, hang on. Yeah, I was like, Walter, you kind of pick weird dudes to like be in opposition to. It's weird, you know, and I'm not saying that the CIA, Walter, Walter. I'm saying that if you're going to be opposed to a guy, Stephen Greer, the one who brought you, let's talk about what Stephen Greer brought you. He brought us the wisdom of the 200 engineers that went to Congress in, was it 10, 15 years ago, to have them release 5,000 patents who they said many of which would free the human race from fossil fuels. In a time we're burning up the planet and we're blowing up impoverished nations, and the Congress refused to have that hearing. That's a green screen. That's it from earlier. That's a green screen. When your Congress does not want to have a hearing about what it sends our soldiers away to die for, it doesn't want to have a hearing about for what people die for in the Appalachian Mountains, people die for in ghettos, this idea that they can't have free energy. He's the one who actually put enough professionalism to the whole UFO topic that made me finally embrace it. I never embraced it because I didn't think about it from a free energy perspective. I never thought about it from, he brought enough engineers to the table and people who actually work, not people telling you stories, right? Because I listen, I will trust the most poorest person in the trailer park in a trailer with some tic-tac flip-flops and a furry robe on with holes in it. I will trust that woman with 8 children. I will trust her every damn day over anything on that damn television or your Rockefeller textbooks. But it went from that to people who speak my language, you know, and they're speaking from an engineering perspective, people who gave up their jobs to say things that were true. A lot of people who died to tell you what's true. And that's the only colonizers that I'll get down with in terms of when it comes to the UFO topic, is the ones who are like serious, who are giving up careers to make money. The only doctors I have are the ones who are defying Rockefeller medicine. Those are the only people I call doctors. Some of them got medical degrees, most of them don't. So the only people I trust on the whole UFO topic is mostly people who came out of Stephen Greer. That's where my friend Donna Hare came from, who is a very real person. She's a friend of mine. She's the one who told you there's structures on the moon. The flat earthers were right about that. They are wrong about almost everything else, but that's just my opinion. Don't flat earth me, bro. Don't don't come for me, man. Y'all might be right. I don't know. What do I know? But it's just weird because Stephen Greer is literally bringing the topic to the world stage, that the world is a stage when it comes to energy. And he brought enough professionals together to say that. And that's why I don't understand the whole, you know, Stephen Greer is a charlatan. That man is basically WikiLeaks for free energy. But then again, Walter doesn't like Julian Assange either. So I don't know. It's just weird. Strange bedfellows when you're agreeing with the Rockefellers and you're disagreeing with people who are saying, y'all, we got secret technologies that we can stop burning up this planet. We got secret technologies that they're actually changing the planet's weather with. They got secret technology they've been using for war like they did in the Vietnam War to create monsoons. Maybe we shouldn't be playing with this technology. Maybe this stuff should be open source. So it's just weird. I don't know. I'm not saying anybody's CIA. It's just weird when I find people aligning with Rockefellers fighting against people who are trying to feed poor children in third world countries, that if they had free energy, they have water, a house to live in, and there would be no reason for warlords to steal the rice when we send it over there so they can have food in their bellies. I just find that a little odd. Not put nobody in the Rockefeller. You might be related to it. You might got some of that DNA from the Rockefellers. You know, I don't know. Maybe somebody back in the day, great grandmama was hiding under the bed. She was jumping on the Rockefeller's bed, having fun, and Master Rockefeller came in. She hid under the bed, and maybe some little ski because the Rockefeller had like a hot chick in there. You know, some dripped through the bed, got in her eye or something. That DNA, now you siding with the Rockefellers. I don't know. And I apologize for that analogy, but my mind does weird things. This is why I don't do drugs, people. This is why I don't. That's a good example. Yes, I just gave a slave example, and some jizzle jizz just dropped in somebody's grandmama eye, and they got a little DNA in there siding with the Rockefeller. All right. I'm gonna do the last couple of comments. That's when I know it's time to go. I know, Drew. When you get nasty, this will really. I don't know. Y'all just pick weird people to be on sides with. I don't understand that. I like spiritual warfare, guys. You know, and I look around. I don't see no demons on the left of me and demons on the right. I want to see people who don't like the Rockefellers and don't like the Rockefeller consciousness, not Rockefeller person consciousness. We got a Rothschild around here. She here? Where's Sinclair at? She here? We have Rothschild around here. I mean, it's not about the names, it's about what you do. And plus you have Rothschilds and Rockefellers who try to tell you the truth. Who was it? This helps, by the way. This helps. You have to hit the monkey noggin because it's got this big shell around the brain thing. You got to get it. You got to stimulate it. There was a Rothschild or Rockefeller who made that documentary to tell the world that this was all bullshit. Who was that? Does anybody know his name? He was either Rothschild or Rockefeller, and he did a documentary. One of them just popped out there, just came out the Rockefeller Rothschild womb with a human head and decided, no, I'm going to tell the world about this family. I'm going to tell the world. And he did a documentary. Do y'all remember that? All right. Well, and then there's Aaron Russo, too. So we'll leave it there. See if somebody can post it. All right. Absolutely. Gerard, what are you playing, Gerard? The video you're playing, very informative. Susan, oh, okay. Yeah, I posted the link. Susan, you got to watch that. That was a great discussion. Great discussion. Hey, Christy Moreno. Hey, Nicole Colleen. We're going to get down. See, there's some sort of video that is very helpful, Gerard. Thank you for playing. It's very informative. It is, Susan. Yep, you need to watch it. Kay Canella, yes. Most beautiful, I think, is Tourmaline Green and Pink Center. Okay, lost souls. And they are lost souls, Christ. You know, I'm going back to when you said that. we're here for each other. We got to be here for each other. There was a time I didn't get it. And if they didn't stick with me, I'd still think that I was the only species in the universe. Thank God people stuck with me. Christ, if they didn't stick with me, I still think that the Bible is the holy word of God, and my version, not your version, not the 8,000 different versions, but my version is the only version, and God breathed it right out his mouth, right through the people who translate the text and the multi-canons. And that might get me in trouble with Cuss Church. I just don't believe anything is the God breathed word. But people stuck with me, Christ. I fought them. I fought them most of my life. You're ignorant. Shut up. Cite your sources. And people stuck with me. You know, and finally I got to a point like, all right, I guess things have been changed a little bit. And I guess we got to think about things in a more of a root principle perspective and not take words out the book and beat people over the head with each word in the way I want to look at it. Because there are a lot of different interpretations of these things too. You can interpret things literally. You could use like Strong's discourse. I forgot, was it Strong's discourse? What's the one with the big one? Y'all remember the big one? Because when I went from, you know, this is the exact word, to the understanding that the words have to be compared with other texts. And so you had a book that had Hebrew and Greek, and we compared the words back and forth in the Bible. And then you had Strong's discourse or whatever it was. And then you had the paraphrase one where instead of taking each word by literal definition, you would take the entire phrase and come up with a summary, because language is different between the multiple translations, and people change things, and you know, yes, exactly, Heather, not say cite sources. And then I realized that, damn it, there's a whole lot going on here that I don't understand. So maybe I shouldn't be so arrogant. Maybe I should just be a little more humble. But I was a lost soul, Christ. That's my point. People stuck with me, and I still am. There's still things I don't understand. I don't believe in flat earth. I don't. I'm sorry. I'm working with the Bigfoot thing. I'm working on that. Deanna, she came in a minute ago. I'm still working on me. She's from Oregon, so she got friends and seen Bigfoot and stuff. I'm still, you know, Daryl need to call me. All right, Daryl need to call me. Somebody get Daryl my number, damn it. You know, because I might put Bigfoot in the alien camp, if anything. He's a multi-dimensional creature, or humans in the future who are coming back because, I don't know, we blew up the planet. We had to go underground, live underground. We developed fur because it's cold underground, and we came back out like in the movie Time Machine after millions of years, and we were furry, and we made time machines and came back. And maybe Bigfoot is humans from the future. Could be. I don't know. It's not in Wockerfellers' book, so it might be true. All right. Sleeping zombies. Yeah, and they're all our family, though, right, Susan? They're all family. We're all family. We're all cousins all over this planet. We all just walk different ways. All right. The more shut down humans are, the more fearful they turn into zombies. Yes, Susan, they do that on purpose. It's like I said, you know, once they start talking about the black people, and it's just like, you know, I try to give people as much space as I can. And the white people, I got white friends that hate me too. I got black friends that hate me too, and I'm fine with that, you know. But I understand that I need to use my privilege, Susan, the fact that I don't walk around with hate, to love those people. And so while they hate me, that's fine. You know, I love you anyway. I'll look out for you. You know, I'll go away and I'll make a place for you. You know, you don't have to like me. I'm not a child. Susan, in that example, I'm not a child. You can hate me all you want. You don't have to like me. You ain't got to like my skin. You don't have to like my religion, my spirituality. You don't have to like my car. You don't have to like my house. You don't have to like the fact that I hope that your world dies and we make a whole new world. You don't have to like none of that about me. And I'm fine with that. I'm not a child. I'm not like 5. You have to like me. You got to like my skin. That's that Wockerfeller, you know, narcissism, like the whole alien thing, right? They teach you that you need to be in conflict with people that don't like you. No, people shouldn't like you, damn it. Half the time, I don't like half these people. I love them. I ain't got to like them. Isn't that what Christ said in that scripture that Martin Luther King talks about? Thank goodness Christ says you got to love everybody. You don't have to like them. All right, love everybody. All right, I gotta go. Let's do some last couple comments and I'm out. Yeah, I know I said that about an hour ago. You can send me your sources. My sleeping friends won't accept them unless they are from scholarly articles like PubMed. What are the scholarly places? Heather? PubMed, Metabunk, Rockefeller Bunk, Rothschild Bunk. You know, from ABC Bunk, Rockefeller ABC, Rockefeller BBC, Rockefeller Fox, Rockefeller MSNBC. All right, we're going to end on that one. Yeah, it's just, you know, the whole world is a stage. The whole world is a joke. There are people behind the curtains who are orchestrating everything. Don't be fooled by these people. But very few important, intelligent things are allowed in the public space. And understand this: we're not having any intellectual conversations, not worth a snot bubble or half a disagreement, until we live in a world where everything is open source. It's not an intelligent discussion until everything is on the table. That's what I learned from corporate America. Ain't nothing intellectual about it. It's a waste of everybody's time until all technology is on the table. Then we can talk about what we can do to fix the world. On to these colonizers and killer billionaire trolls and slaves that destroyed the world and created a slave plantation to create a new normal, or discuss anything that they allow in the public domain. Until there is no secrecy, it's a waste of anybody's time to get half a snot bubble in your nose, because then it's going to pop and you'll get everybody the cuckoo virus. Anyway, this is Gerard. I gotta go. Have a great day. Love y'all. I'm out. Bye-bye.
Break the chains that bind me, 'cause I wanna break the chains that bind you. Do you wanna set the world free, have perfect harmony? Isn't it time for that? Do you wanna free, boom, 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 free the people? Do you wanna free, boom, 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 free the people from the bottom to the top? Make modern slavery stop. Do you wanna let go of the prisoners? See everyone happy. We can have this and more if we open up the doors. Well, what do you think about that? Do you wanna free, boom, boom, free the people? Do you wanna free, boom, boom, free the people and Mother Nature too? Close down all the zoos. Do you wanna boom, 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 boom? Do you wanna boom, 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 boom? Do you wanna free, boom, boom, free the people? Do you wanna free, boom, 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 free the people?